Welcome to the Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for the subject line. Please welcome to stage your host, Jordan Quattlebaum.
Come on, guys, make some noise. Yeah! Christmas is an audience, and they like, how you guys doing? Freaking, I had not had an eventful day. Not at all. I was on Twitter a lot today. Freaking, thank you. She's like, Twitter. No, I've been obsessed with Twitter lately. Like, I've been obsessed with those red pill, blue pill memes. You ever see those? Where it's like extreme would you rather? It's like I saw this one today. It said, if you take the blue pill, you get $10 million in cash. Or you could take the red pill and go back to the age of 6 with all the knowledge you have now. Like, sir, what would you do? Would you take the 10 mil or would you go back to the age of 6? Right? Like, I think that's the best answer. Because I think even with all the knowledge I have now, I still don't think I'd be able to outrun my uncle. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I love to. Oh, sorry, it's called X now, right? Isn't that fucking stupid? That's like the dumbest thing Elon Musk has ever done. And he's made the fucking Cybertruck. Like, I don't get it. Like, he's like, ooh, X, it's so fancy and so cool. It's like calling Twitter X is a lot like when you call Christmas Xmas. It's like, sure, it's shorter and cooler, but a lot of people just have a fucking problem with it. That's a new one. Cool. Where my potheads at? Weed's a fun drug because weed's the only drug that's affiliated with a number, like 420. You know what I mean? Everybody knows what you're talking about. Even as a holiday. Like, why don't we do that with other drugs? Like cocaine? We can call it 1225. Do that shit on Christmas Day. Every Christmas would be a white Christmas. And you get extra energy to get through the holidays, you know? Hello, welcome to Chili's. Come on in, guys. Come on in. What else? There's shrooms. We can call it 1-1. Do that shit on New Year's Day. Start the New Year's off with a new perspective, you know? Plus, imagine being fucked up on shrooms and watching fireworks, you know? Or Stockton's favorite, meth. We'll call it 9/11 because it's disastrous and you'll never forget. Let me tell you. Are you guys from Sacramento, Stockton? Oh, me too. Hey. I know I don't look like I'm from Stockton. Like, I'm Stockton born and raised, believe it or not. All my comedian friends up here actually make fun of me a lot for it. Like, they're like, how the fuck are you this emo looking and from Stockton? So they gave me a nickname. They call me the emo gangsta. And I'm like, what the fuck even is an emo gangster? Am I not afraid to cut a bitch or myself? Like, I don't understand it. Like, I don't just shop a Hot Topic. I am a Hot Topic, motherfuckers. Listen here. But there's a difference, though, between a gangster and an emo gangster. It's pretty simple. Like, gangsters, they hold their guns like this. Emo gangsters hold it like this, okay? But I can't outrun the emo-ness, like, no matter how hard I try. Like, I even tried cutting my hair into this mullet, and my dad comes up to me. He's like, you can't even fucking do the mullet right. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you got to e-mullet. It's like, the fuck's an e-mullet? He goes, it's sad in the front and alone at the party in the back. It's like, fuck you, Dad. Say what you want about this haircut, but it cuts itself, okay? You guys doing anything special for the holidays? He's like, his mom, ayo, no. Are you father, son? Hey, that's a good kid you got right there. No, man, I have to go to my family for the holidays. They're super redneck. Like, I'm talking like, if you go to my parents' house, on the front of their door, they have a picture of a gun, and it says, in this house, we don't call 911. And they mean that shit, man. Like, my grandma, she fell down the stairs the other day. Instead of taking her to the hospital, put her down like Old Yeller. She's a cunt. It's fine. The most redneck person, though, has got to be my cousin. Because, like, in his bedroom, above his bed, is a humongous American flag. And it's like, listen, like, I love my country as much as the next guy. But, like, how the fuck do you get laid with that shit? Like, before you have sex, do you make her stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Like, he doesn't fuck for himself. He fucks for the troops, okay? Even if she tries to get on her knees to suck his dick, he kicks that bitch to the curb. Because no one takes a knee in front of the flag. Thank you, Amy. For you guys, if this is your first time to Subject Line, welcome. Basically, what this show is I give the comics a subject to try to talk about every month, and then, it mixes it up. This one's jolly. I want everyone just to have a good time. Be, kind of stupid, but, So I thought what makes me jolly is I've been working on my impressions. Would you guys like to hear them? Cool. I was going to do them anyways, but all right. This first impression is of Yoda from Star Wars eating a sandwich. Thank you. This next impression is of Arnold Schwarzenegger sneezing. Thank you. That one usually gets a standing ovation. This next impression is of a judge in a courtroom full of dickheads. All rise. Thank you. You guys want more? What? That's crazy. All right, here we go. You guys asked for it. This next impression is of the lead singer of Van Halen if he worked for a suicide hotline. Jump. Might as well jump. Thank you. You guys want more? Oh my God, calm down. Okay, relax. This next impression is of a mobster taking a bubble bath, but then he gets a call from his boss. Yo, boss, I can't talk right now. I'm in some pretty hot water. Thank you. You guys want more? Oh my God, settle down, Jesus. This is my last impression, I swear. It's of T-Pain being interviewed by the police because he just got assaulted by a woman at a nightclub. All right, Mr. Payne, I understand you've been assaulted. Can you tell me a little bit about what she was wearing? Well, Shotty had them apple-bottom jeans. What else was she wearing? Boots with the fur? He's like, what the fur? Did anyone else see this attack happen? He's like, the whole club was looking at her. Thank you. Was that poetry slam? Fucking snaps. We're going to have some fun tonight. You guys ready for your first comic of the night? Make some noise. This next comic coming up, I fucking love this guy. We've been doing shows for years now, which is fucking crazy to say. Super funny, super hilarious. Please get up loud and proud for Abby, gentlemen.
None of the shit he said was jolly. None of that shit. Give it up for your host, though, Mr. Jordan Quattlebaum, goddammit. Hey, I said clap, nigga, clap. All right. I didn't feel jolly today, so I wore this sweater to try to feel the shit. Still didn't work, okay? I'm upset today. I didn't get no pussy, and I lost some of my weed, so. But I'm going to do my best with this jolly shit, okay? Y'all ready? My son's mother has some of the jolliest dirty pussy I've ever been a part of, nigga. Cheater ass bitch, you know. And I miss it dearly, you know. I do. You know, the bitch is a whore, but the pussy was good. You know what I'm saying? She has a jolly new boyfriend, and I hope he beats her ass. You know. She also caught chlamydia last month. That made me feel real jolly. You know, I felt jolly as fuck, nigga. I said, I told you niggas the bitch was dirty. You know, now y'all know. You know. What else is going on? Has anyone in here ever went shit and wiped their ass and wasn't nothing there? You done that? Why can't we do that all the time? You know, that makes me feel jolly. You know, it does. It does. It reminds. Hey, listen, I think God gave us the wrong assholes, you know? Dogs go shit all the time and just come in the house and sit their asshole right on the ground. Why can't we? You know what I'm saying? It's something to think about. But, you know, I really wish that we would shit clean more, you know? It makes me happy, you know? What else going on? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I like speaking fake Chinese. That makes me jolly. Me and my son love to speak fake Chinese to each other. I want to apologize to any of the Asian people who get offended when we do this shit. That doesn't mean we gonna stop. You know, it makes us happy, you know. But we are sorry, you know. I had an Asian man get upset and ask me why I think I can say shit like that. I said, listen, nigga, I'm half white. You know, I can say what I want, first of all. You know, and he got up and left, nigga, and I told that nigga, Tang Boong Dai. And that means goodbye in fake Chinese. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, listen, I told you niggas, I'm jolly. Okay? Yeah. Shout out to the Asian nigga. He was cool. What else made me jolly this year is the Alabama niggas who beat up the Alabama white man. I really enjoyed that. Now white people know niggas can swim, They did. Did you see that nigga? He jumped off the boat, swam to the dock. He grabbed a chair and beat the shit out of 8 white people with a chair, nigga. Let's give him a round of applause, nigga. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alabama white people been needed their ass whooped, nigga. And they got really upset at the black man who hit the white ladies over the chair. I like that nigga. All right? I would have hit them bitches too. Fuck them. Hey, Alabama knows now, nigga. I bet you they went and watched Black Little Mermaid, Yeah. Yeah, I don't like Black Little Mermaid. She don't make me jolly at all. I don't like White Little Mermaid either. I hate mermaids, I don't like no bitch ain't got no pussy, It's sad, ain't it? All she could do is suck your dick or give you a hand job. And I don't know about y'all, but I jack myself off better than anybody here, nigga. I don't need no hand job, Yeah, if I seen Little Mermaid, I'd pull the bitch out the water, let her flap around on the land. I don't want to give a fuck, nigga. Breathe, bitch, Yeah. Let's talk about what doesn't make me jolly. Paper straws. I hate paper straws. Paper straws are bad. I'm a plastic straw nigga, okay? I looked it up, and the reason they said we have paper straws is because the sea turtles. And fuck the turtles, nigga. Only turtle I like, Ninja Turtles. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Michelangelo nigga, I'm serious. I don't like the rat nigga. I don't like the dat, none of them niggas, but, But I just, I looked it up, and it said that dinosaurs, sea turtles been alive longer than dinosaurs. And if the sea turtles is losing the straws, nigga, it's time for you to go. It's like, nigga, you ain't shit. Swim around the straw, nigga, Open your eyes. I don't like that. Fuck them turtle niggas. Let's see, some jolly shit. I'm on not jolly now, right? I said my jolly shit. Yeah. Not jolly. I don't think Taylor Swift pussy is jolly. I don't think it's jolly. I think it's some trash pussy. I ain't had it before, but when you see a bitch can't dance and ain't got no ass and titties, pussy can't possibly be that jolly. You know what I'm saying? I can't see it, Sexy Red's ugly as fuck. That don't make me happy or jolly. Whoever got that bitch pregnant need their ass whooped. I bet you he's hiding under the bed right now. It's sad, nigga. The bitch is ugly. She looked like Young Thug fucked the alligator and then made a crocodile, And the crocodile hunter is dead. We can't even stop the bitch, Bitch 8-9 months pregnant, twerking on stage right now, nigga. Get the fuck off the stage, Oh, you know what made me real jolly? It's a bunch of homeless white people on Roseville Road, and they put up Christmas lights today, nigga. Let's clap it up for them niggas, man. That's beautiful, man. It got me in the spirit, nigga. I don't like white homeless people. I think it's horrible. It's like this. It's meant for you niggas to succeed. What are you doing laying on the ground? It's upsetting. Do you have a home, sir? Do you have a bed? How about TV? Let's clap it up for this white man. He knows how to be American, nigga. That's good, man. Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm confused. White people, y'all do whatever y'all want in America, Y'all go to elementary school, shoot it up, and go home, take a nap, And then go to McDonald's, And it's just crazy to me. So when I see y'all homeless, it embarrasses me because I'm half white myself. I'm like, what is they doing? And I finally figured it out. You niggas just took camping too far, You niggas, they did. They do this shit on purpose. They don't even need to be homeless, I asked one of the niggas, I said, did you lose your dad's inheritance? Did Bitcoin flop? What the fuck is wrong with you? And he got upset with me, and he grabbed his golf clubs and went golfing, Golf is expensive, nigga. You ain't gonna be homeless golfing, nigga. That's it's crazy to me, man. Not only do I do this comedy shit, I also sell cocaine. I have 2 bags left. It's $80. If you need something, blink at me, okay? I'm serious, nigga. I'll get off the stage right now, okay? We can all be jolly. Let me know, nigga. Shit, if you cold, I'm cold. You can warm you up right now, nigga. This shit is good. All right. Oh, well, hey, this is a very Merry Christmas-like, and New Year's is wonderful, and yeah, I hope the jolliness was good for y'all. My name is Alvin Duke, nigga. Y'all have a wonderful day. That was so nice. Hey, thank you.
Hey, keep it going for Alvin, ladies and gentlemen. Let him hear it. Come on. Love that man. Fun fact about Alvin, he is the only black guy that I know. Anyways, you guys ready to keep this show going? Thank you, sir. We're going to keep this show on the road. This next guy coming to the stage, I fucking love this guy as well. Comes from fucking Reno. He came all the way from Reno to be here. So please, get up loud and proud for Michael Graham, ladies and gentlemen. Let him hear it.
Thank you very much, Jordan. Keep it going for your host tonight, Jordan. To Alvin, hey, man, ching-a-ching, ching-ching, man. What's up? That's fake Chinese for Merry Christmas. Yeah. You guys, I'm from the jolliest city in America, Reno, Nevada. Heard of it? And by jolliest, I mean drunkest. Reno's so jolly, you guys. I saw this really jolly lady do a backflip on a fucking bird scooter. Yeah, she took a rip off of a cigarette and hit a ramp perfectly, and she was about 10 months pregnant, so I knew she was really jolly. The baby waved at me mid-flip, and I was like, Jesus Christ. Jolly's an awesome word. You guys feeling okay for Christmas? I like jolly. It's my favorite passive-aggressive compliment. I love fucking jolly, but, you know, I've never swiped right on anybody I'd describe as jolly on Tinder. I would get some spaghetti at hot lunch from school from a very jolly lunch lady, though. I thought that was going to do way better, but you guys must have had really mean lunch ladies. He just nodded like, dude, you don't even want to know. You look upset from it, too. What happened to you, man? Your lunch lady, did she touch your dick? Okay, fair. Yeah, I get it, man. I had this librarian. I grew up in a really shitty small town, and I had this librarian that actually molested me, and this is a true story, but she was very jolly too, actually, so it was kind of cool. And I went and told my dad about it because I freaked out. Let me set up the scene for you. There I was standing in the library in the Judy Blume section. I'm from Reno. We don't have a very good reading level, so I'm trying to get my super fudge on, and the librarian comes up and sneaks up on me and grabs my underwear and snaps my underwear. I was like, shh. And I turned around and I was like, hey, and she was like, shh. Couldn't do anything. It's her rules, right? And she was like, turn around. And I did, and then I kept reading the books, and I was looking through, and then all of a sudden, before I knew, she pulled my little waistband again, and she spit right in my butt. Yeah. And I freaked out, because when I turned around, she was gone. And I went home and told my dad. And he started laughing at me. Ha, 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 ha. And I was like, Dad, why is that funny? And he was like, 'cause, son, that's nothing. When I was your age, I got my dick pinched by a city councilman in a public pool. Yeah, that's what I said. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? And he's like, well, that day, at least I learned how to swim. You still can't read any good, son. You guys excited to spend time with the family? We didn't have a very good Thanksgiving this year. I've been hitting the gym, and I was finally stronger than my dad now. He's like 90, so I finally was like, I'm carving the turkey. I'm sleeping in the big bed, Dad. I get to sleep by Mom tonight. So we're ready for Christmas. Yeah. Amy's narrating my life in the background right now. I do have a dad and a brother. We all took turns on my mom. It was cool. Yeah, it was fine. We did a bukkake. It was a whole thing. We made it really jolly on our house. That was awesome. That was weird, though. She was like, he's got a whole family tree. Most people do. What the fuck were we talking about? Holidays or something? God. I don't even want to talk about that anymore because I forgot where to begin. Do you want to hear the Santa joke, Amy? All right. Okay, well, you guys want to hear the shitty Santa joke I have? It's weird because I go around town on the internet and on TV and everything they see. Santa flies all around the world and they sexualize his wife. You guys know what I mean? The only time Mrs. Claus is ever shown in any media, it's like she's at the top of the stairs when Santa's got his bag. He throws it over his shoulder. He's like, oh, I'm going to go do the Santa thing, babe. And then she like winks like, hey, when you get back. Yeah, Santa's fucking everybody. Got Amy, hang on, relax. I got this. But it's weird because I think that it's a weird thing to do. It's a weird backhanded way for us to think about old people fucking, right? And I think maybe Santa's wife is kind of a freak, and Santa eats a lot of cookies. Maybe he's not so into it. Maybe Santa likes to watch in the corner of the stables while a couple elves are stuffing that stocking with their lumps of coal. Yeah. And maybe Santa does get into it after a while, and he starts rubbing his little candy cane, and maybe his eyes do get a twinkle and his cheeks get a little rosy and red. Maybe he does make it to the end of his North Pole and get a white Christmas all over Dancer and Prancer. Then the reindeer eat it. Thank you, guys. Well, I mean, it's a really roundabout way to just say I think that reindeer eating cum is funny, so I think it's dumb as hell, yeah. You could feed him whatever you want that's shaped like a dick, I guess, Amy. God, that's distracting. But God damn it, I lost all of my spots. I had so many more jolly things, so I'm just going to go into my regular stuff now because that's what I default to. You guys dating out in Sacramento? Some, no. It seems like a mixed bag. You guys dating online? Like, you guys do dating apps at least? You know of them? He's looking at you like... Oh, you looked right at him, and he's like, oh, man, I have to kick all these sluts out of my basement every morning. And I'm like, damn it, Desmond, I told you. I was a weird name to guess, but you meet these girls online, you have to look out for these red flags. Specifically things like on Tinder, like, oh, trying to meet my soulmate. You know what I mean? Then you got to sit through the date the whole time trying to keep a straight face, like, yeah, astrology, me too. Like, if I go on one more bad date with a woman that is boring and has a terrible job and whatever, she might as well be my mom. We can just do hand stuff. And also, they're naming all these girls after dead presidents. Have you noticed that? Haven't met any Kennedys or Reagans out there? Yeah, if I go on one more shitty date with oh, God, I can't think of any president names. You guys help me out with this one? Carson. Good old President Carson, you guys. Madison. Fair, yeah. If I go on one more shitty date with a Madison, I'm going to Lincoln myself all over the endless breadsticks. Never met a Garfield I didn't like, though. Because I hate Mondays and love lasagna. I love family for Christmas. You guys, you guys fuck with twins? In Sacramento, you guys know what those are? Thank you. He knows what they are. One guy. There's two different kinds of twins. I have a twin sister. That means we're fraternal. There's identical and fraternal. You guys know the difference? Identical, that means the babies look alike. Fraternal, that means your mom swallowed 2 loads that day. Normally she doesn't swallow both of them, but for this joke, you just hope that you ain't the one that goes in her butt because your sister reads better than you. And growing up with a twin sister sucks, by the way. I hated growing up with a twin sister. Everywhere you went, all your parents were like, hey, look out for your twin sister. Make sure she's included. And all your friends would be like, can we ditch this bitch? She fucking sucks. And then you hit about 14, and everything changes. And they're like, hey, can we fuck this bitch? I hear she sucks. Yeah, and they start asking all these rude asshole questions like, hey, Michael, if I fuck your twin sister, will you feel it? Right? Yes, I can feel it. We're twins. God. He looked at me and he was like, answer the question, man. Like, yes, I feel it. That's not even the worst thing they say. Do you know what the worst thing you say when you have a twin sister? People ask you. It's, would you fuck your own twin? Yeah. I love my twin sister. She's my best friend, and I don't respect anybody on the planet but her. There's no way that I would ever have sex with a chick that has kids already. Anyway, you guys were a lot of fun. Let's keep it jolly. Keep it going for Jordan. Have a great night. Thank you very much for your time.
Hey, keep it going for Michael, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now. You guys heard of Doctor Who? Well, he looks like Doctor what? I don't know. Fuck it. That's the best I could come up with. We're going to keep the... Thank you. That's all I needed, sir. Just you. We're going to keep this show going. This next comic coming to the stage. I've been doing shows with this guy for fucking years. We have a podcast together. You won't listen to it, but that's cool. But he throws kick-ass shows in Lodi at Bricks and Hops, Wildwood Skate Shop. Super funny, super hilarious. Please get it loud and proud for Mark Maple, ladies and gentlemen. Let him hear it.
Come on, get happy. Come on, Joe. Yeah. All right. Boy, ain't this the perfect face for Jolly right here, you know? Ain't this the perfect shit? All right, people. All right. Let's get Jolly. Let's get into this. Here we go. I've paid a lot of money to have sex with whores. That's right. I paid a lot of money for sex, yes. You know? If I hadn't, I'd be able to buy my current girlfriend a new house. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Hey. Don't hate the player, hate the bank. Ah, yes, that's right. I paid a lot of money to women who accept cash to have sex. Those broads make me really jolly. They did, you know, they really did. Speaking of whores, let's talk about U.S. Representative Lauren Boebert. I don't think anybody knows who this is, so who cares? Come on, you watch Fox News, right? Come on, you gotta know who that is, all right, you know? Yeah, okay, that's great, okay, all right. I like that chick, okay? And I'll explain why, all right? That footage of her in the theater, you know, messing around with her boyfriend, that shit made me jolly. I don't care what anybody says. Hey, politics aside, she reached over to the far right to stroke that dick, you know? Hey, that pussy ain't conservative, you know? She fucked half of Congress. There must be a liberal amount of cum in that fucking snatch. I'm glad my leftist girlfriend liked this. Hey, everybody, I'm what you call a fucking loser. Do we have any fucking losers in the crowd tonight? That didn't get much of anything. Well, yeah. Usually when I ask that question in Stockton, it gets a standing ovation. Hey, by the way, speaking of which, shout out to all the hot women of Stockton, California. Yeah, both of them. She lives in Lodi the whole time. She was there in that shithole. By the way, the hottest woman in Stockton is always pregnant. It's true. You live there. You've seen it with your very eyes. At various taco trucks. That's the only good place to go in Stockton. All right, let's mention another thing that makes me happy. Did you guys hear about Bruce Willis recently? Yeah, he has Alzheimer's now. He had to quit acting. Isn't that great? Did you guys see his last 80 movies he was in? They were fucking shit. Anyway, I think he should play one last role, okay? He should play one last role. And it should be the role as President Joe Biden. Yeah, she knows it. Hey, come on. He looks like him. He wouldn't have to do any method acting. And at the Oscars, they usually like to give the awards to people that play as mentally retarded people. She knows it. She's autistic. All right, let's get to the matter of this. Hey, you know what really makes me jolly, people? Having that fucking dork over there as my friend. Give it to Jordan Quattlebaum, everybody. Me and Jordan, you know, we were supposed to do a second roast battle. It never happened. We were supposed to do it at the Haha Club in L.A., you know, and it just got canceled. We got bumped for this new comic named Bill Burr. And Jim Jeffries. Newer people, so, you know, And also, I retired from roast battling because I was really good at it. Anyway, I'm going to do some of the canceled roast battle jokes. You want to hear that shit right now? All right, okay, here we go. All right. Jordan survived cancer as a kid. He was touched by an angel. Those are two separate things. His uncle was a Hell's Angel. Not bad. Fuck, I don't know. All right, here we go. Jordan shockingly has a fiance. Give it up to him. Give it up to him. He has a fiance. But he's more whipped than the cast of Roots. I'm glad the youngest kid in the audience got that shit. That was the weirdest heckle ever. What the fuck? Hey, like all good emos, Jordan shops at Hot Topic and Spencer's. He also tried to kill himself when he was younger. I wish he would have done it, because he would have been forever 21. And that's about it. I just want to say right now, before I go, no bullshit, Jordan. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. And shut up, you. I'm trying to say something sweet. Pay attention. Anyway, Jordan, gee golly gosh. A couple of years ago, when you asked me to be the guest host of your podcast or the co-host of your podcast, I was nothing in comedy. Nobody gave a shit about me. I was known as a bigger loser than I am now. But now, since then, I started being booked on other things and other gigs, and now I'm producing shows. And this has been my most successful year in comedy. You've given me a lot of good advice about it. So no bullshit. Thank you, man. Merry Christmas. I wish you continued success.
Now I'm crying like this motherfucker. I'm gonna say one joke. Doesn't Mark sound like a 1950s detective that only deals with rape cases? You know what I mean? She was S, eh? You know, okay. Man, Mark, those are really good. I wish you would have done those for our first roast battle. You actually would have won, but okay. Guys, forgive me for this, but I want to make sure I pronounce the name right because I'm very bad at pronunciations. But this next comic coming to the stage, I'm really fucking excited to have her. She's a fucking roast champ, dude. She fucking performs all over the fucking place. She's super funny, super hilarious. Please give it up loud and proud for your last comic, Lexi fucking hell. Akinelli? Please get up for Lexi, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Come on.
Hey guys, how we doing? It makes me very jolly that I'm fatter and greener than this Christmas tree right here. We got an anorexic bitch to my right. I feel a little self-conscious, but nothing that I can't handle. Oh shit. I'm really happy and jolly because I paid a lot for sex over the years and now I can't afford to buy my girlfriend a house. Lauren Boebert fucking losers in Stockton. Is Lauren Boebert, is she the hot girl in Stockton? Is she what's left? Or is she in the U.S. Senate? Okay, yeah. Santa Claus, optional. That's what Mark wrote down. I think Mark wrote down Santa as an optional option because one time Santa was a little bricked up when Mark sat on his lap, I think. And that, unfortunately, it did make Mark very jolly. I'm not really jolly during the holidays. I hate daylight savings time. That's what's happening right now, right? I don't think, like, we're saving the daylight. We're expensing it. So what's going on with that? What's up with the name, you guys? My hands get really cold during the holidays. I don't like this shit. And I am single, so I'm lonely too. I recently went on a date with a gay man. That made me really jolly. I actually have a list of things that make me jolly during this year. One of them is when Amy Thompson is quiet. Texting and driving while drunk. You guys, you'll never live more on the edge than when you're texting and driving while you're crossed. You can add that to the list. I like when I when I scratch my ass and it smells good. You guys can relate to that. Or maybe not, you dirty, dirty men. Yeah, I feel like this is a new joke, but I feel like one time I like accidentally smelled my pussy and then I like mistook if I was like gay because I was like, oh, I liked the smell of that. But I feel like men don't like smell their ass and they're like, I might be gay. But I think we all like it. is my point. One another thing that makes me jolly is that when I'm dead, people will say really nice things about me. She gets off on it, Amy? Oh my god. So Amy here gets off at thinking about what people are going to say at her funeral. I would hate for you to think that I'm going to come to it. Because I don't want you to imagine what I'm going to say. I didn't get any of that, guys. I'm sorry. Also, I'm really happy for the 2024 election. That makes me jolly. I heard it's the most important election of our time. But before then, if Biden dies, then we could get our first female president. That's fucking jolly. Yeah, dating is hard. I went on Tinder because I'm a little more desperate than jolly these times. And this guy, he was like, I'm not gonna lie, Lexi, but I'm just trying to like empty my balls in you. And I was like, yo. I didn't really know what to say to that. I wanted to come at him with like, I'm not that easy. But then I feel like he would have been like, yeah, Lexi, you might not be easy, but I'm still hard. I'm still hard. And I'd be like, you're hard? That's such an easy fix. Let me fix that for you. And then the reverse psychology would work. I came home from college and my mom asked me if I noticed anything different around the house. I looked around and nothing changed, and then she told me that the cat died. I was like, Mom, why did you like pose it like we got a new TV or new flat screen TV? Like I was a little excited. But this time when I came home, I didn't really tell my mom specifically the time that I was going to come home, and she really hates when I don't communicate with her. And so she was like, Lexi, I wish I had a relationship with my daughter. And she was like, well, I do have a relationship with you, but it's nothingness. I was like, dude, where is this coming from? She was like, do not call me dude. I hate when you call me that. And I was like, okay, listen, bitch. Like, you're getting in the way of my jolly right now. I don't appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, my 8th grade teacher, this past year, he got exposed for being a pedophile. It takes one to know one, I guess. Those were your past 2 performers. If Alvin was here, I'm pretty sure he would be clapping with them. Yeah, my 8th grade teacher, he's a pedophile. And I was a little confused at first because he and I were close. So I was like, why didn't he try to get at me? And then I found out that he liked little boys. Yeah. I was like, so much for being a tomboy in middle school. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I remember he would always ask kids to like go in the closet and like sharpen his Dixon Ticonderoga pencil for him. It was weird. It was actually not that jolly now that I think about it. Now that I'm saying it out loud. You ever go to therapy and you're like, I had a good week, and then you start talking and you're like, actually no. There's a lot of war going on, you guys. It's not jolly. It's not jolly. I stopped eating at McDonald's. Actually, I lied. I ate McDonald's last week. But I heard that they were funding the Israel military, so I tried to stop eating at McDonald's. But damn, that chicken is speaking to me, guys. But I think that McDonald's and Starbucks, like, we should stop eating there. But I think the Little Caesars is missing out on an opportunity to profit off of this war, 'cause they could make a pizza called the Ceasefire. They like put it in the oven, cut it in half. It's like the 2-slice solution. And then and then the commercial could be like, everybody gets equal borders on their pizza crust. Pizza. That'd be really jolly. Really jolly. I'm out of material, you guys. I'm gonna look at Mark's notes. Jordan Q bomb. He and I were supposed to battle. Jordan kind of looks like the boss baby, all grown up. Yeah. I was trying to find things to talk about because we knew about this like a month in advance, and I was just trying to think about things that made me jolly, you guys, and it wasn't working all month. And then today I was like, oh, I'll finally get started on writing, and I started my period today. Yeah. So I've just been PMSing. Where the fuck is my entourage now, you bitches? You misogynist ass bitches. I started my period. Do you know when else I had my period? In middle school, when my teacher was a pedophile. Clap for that. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, I haven't been jolly. I was actually really scared because I always rely on the tampons here. But that basket was empty today. I don't know if you guys peeked in there, but that shit's empty, and it's not because I raided the last few. But she's gone. And I hope that you guys feel jolly for the rest of the year. And then I hope it plummets at the beginning of 2024. And we peak tonight. Thank you, guys. Give it up for your host, Jordan.
Keep it going for Lexi, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. That has been our show. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I like to do this at the end of the subject lines. As you know, we do different subjects every month. I like to ask the audience, what do you think will be a good idea for next month's subject? What are you guys thinking? Like, ooh, resolutions. That's a good one. Anything else? Any other ideas? The fuck's wrong with you, Michael? What's the deal with our, like, 8 minutes, 5 comics each? You just want more. Anything else other than Arco? I can't even say it right now. Nothing. Please don't make us do that. I don't want to do that next month. What was that? I'll put a pin in it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for coming out. Please stick around. There's 2 more shows coming up right after this. So if you guys want, please talk to Jesse up front. He'll give you all the info on those shows. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Get home safe. Happy holidays, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
All right, everybody, that is the subject line. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for sticking around. We do have 2 more shows. In fact, coming up in about 10 minutes, it's going to be Comedy for a Cause, benefiting the Stanford settlement. It's Emma Haney. It's Ed Mina. It's David Shapiro. All of that. So if you want to upgrade your evening, see me at the desk, and I will take care of you. Then at 10 o'clock, it's Dear Abby WTF. So much still happening. If you're done with us for the night, check out stabcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events. We're live in person Thursdays through Sundays, and we stream everything we do 6 nights a week. Comedy for a Cause. We'll start in about 10 minutes. Stick around.
bing bang bing bang bing bang bing bang bing bang bing bang bing a bing bing bang bing bang bing bang bing bing bang 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 bing bing bang bing bang bing.
Say what?
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Bing bang bing bang bing bang bing bang bing bang bing bang bing a bing bing bang bing bang bing bang bing bing bang 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 bing bing bang bing bang bing a bing bing bang.
Ho, 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 ho.
Swag.
Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho.
Bang 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 bing 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 bang bing bang bing 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 bang bing bing bang bing bang bing bang bing 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 bang bing 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 bang.
Bing, bang, bing, bang, bing, bang, bing, bang. Bing, bang, bing, bang, bing, 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 bang. Bing, bang, bing, bang, bing, bing, bang, 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 bing, bing, bang, bing, bang, bing.
Bing bang bing bang bing bang bing bang. Oh. Bing bang bing bang bing a bing bing bang. Bing bang bing bang bing bing bang 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 bing bing bang bing bang bing.
Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho.
Wait.
Ho, 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 ho.
Bing bang bing bang bing bang 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 bing 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 bang bing bang bang bing bing bang bing bang bing bang 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 bing 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 bang bing bang bang bing bang bing bang bing bang bang bing bang bing bang bing bang bang bing bang bing bang bing bing bang bang bing bang bing bang bing bang bang bing bang bing 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 bang bing bang bing 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 bang
Hey,
bing
hey,
bang
oh, hey,
bing bang
oh, hey,
bing
oh,
bang
hey,
bing
oh, hey,
bang
hey, hey,
bing
hey,
bang.
hey.
place to go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Man, it doesn't show signs of stopping. And I brought me some corn for Papa. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. And the fire is slowly dying. And my dear, we're still goodbye. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, and snow. Let it snow. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, and snow. Let it snow. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, and snow. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Man, it doesn't show signs of stopping. And I brought me some corn for Papa. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Let it snow, and snow. Let it snow. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, and snow. Let it snow. Let it snow. Let it snow. Let it snow. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, and snow.
Welcome to the Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Comedy for a Cause. Please welcome to the stage your host, David Shapiro.
That's appropriately lukewarm. Cool. Do you guys have to use the bathroom? You're like really centered around right next to the bathroom. It's cool. It's just, no one ever sits in the front here, and then you guys were like, let's be as close to the bathroom in case we have to. How you guys doing? Good, good. You were like, I don't need to be that close to the bathroom. Right on. Cool. My name's David Shapiro. Thank you guys for coming to the show. My family, when we moved here, we had to change the spelling of our last name. Now we do it the white way, with an S at the start, but we used to do it the traditional Jewish way with a $sign. Okay, cool. You guys laughed. It's like a good dip the toe in the water joke to see if the crowd's like hates Jews. Like, I don't know where to go if they do. It hasn't happened yet, but thank you guys. Did you guys think of Ben Shapiro when I said Shapiro? That's a problem. This isn't a joke. This is just a plea. If you could go on Instagram and follow me, all the Shapiros, we had a meeting, and we don't want Ben Shapiro to be our last name representative in the last name Olympics. So they're counting on me to do better. Yeah. Maybe you noticed I have a shiny face a little bit. I put oil on it, like jojoba oil. Also, I'm Jewish, and this time of year we try to make our face shiny for decoration, like coins. Okay, too much Jewish jokes, or just not funny. I'm also pretty short. Maybe you guys noticed that, but I'm not actually. It's deceptive. I'm average American woman height. So if we lined all the women up in the back of the room, I'd be in the middle. If we line the guys up, I'm going to be at the short end, but the women I'll be right in the middle probably because I'm average, which is not awesome if you're a small dude. But also no one feels bad for. I'm the maximum short you can be before you feel bad. Like any dudes down here, you're like, oh, homie, like really like, oh, little homie. But like no one feels bad for me at this height. It's just, oh, that's a short guy, you know. But no one's like, damn, that guy's life sucks. Those really short guys though, they're none of them. You're not. No one's okay. No one's that really short. You're not that short. Okay. They get stronger looking the shorter they get, right? Like I don't know, they same muscles as like a 6'3" dude, and then they're compacted into like a 4'8" yard gnome with attitude. He's like, "Get the fuck off my lawn," and you're like, "I'm sorry, tiny man." Yeah, I don't. Can we call them dwarves? Is that the appropriate word for? I think it is. They're dwarves in Middle Earth, right? So they can be dwarves on Upper Earth. I think they prefer dwarves. I think that's the appropriate term for them. Man, yeah. So I am mentally ill. You guys know that. I don't know if you guys do. This is like a weird AA meeting now. Sorry, you're on the groom side, I guess. Anyway, I have OCD, and it presents a couple different ways. I like to clean a lot. And I have germophobia, and then a couple ways that aren't funny. But like I also like to multitask, right? And that was an intrusive thought because it's out of order. I was gonna say I have intrusive thoughts, but I was so excited to tell you guys I multitask. So when I'm cleaning my apartment, right? Like I'm just cleaning the apartment because I just need to, right? And I'm bored, and so I wear a little telemarketer headset so I can like multitask. Right, so I can like make all those customer service calls, the ones that are going to take like 45 minutes. You know, why not clean while I'm on those annoying calls, right? And I'm like cleaning the other day, and I just learned that 65% of Americans masturbate randomly while they're on the phone, right? And I don't. I'm in the 35% that doesn't, right? Like, but 65% do. And I can't, but because of the intrusive thoughts, I can't stop thinking about, holy shit, 65% of people randomly masturbate when they're on the phone. Like, if you call me, though, it's a zero masturbation free call. I promise. Like, it won't, yeah, it'll be good. But, like, 65%, don't call them. They're having the time of their life on mute. So I'm, like, cleaning the other day, right? And, like, my apartment's, like, from the early 80s. And so like the kitchen counters are like a little too tall for me at my average American woman height and a little too deep. Like there's like they won't quite let me reach the glass backsplash, you know? Like I'm trying to like clean and I'm not sexist. My apartment is like this is all. And so I'm like cleaning the counter the other and I'm like trying to reach like the corner, you know, like the deep corner where I can't like get and I can't quite get it. And then I'm like, "Oh shit, it sounds like I'm masturbating." And so I was like, I'm not on the phone. I was like, I'm not masturbating. And she was like, "What?" And I said, "Oh no, I just learned that 65% of people randomly masturbate on phone calls, and I'm in the 35% that doesn't randomly like I'm not 60. I'm in the 30. I'm not I just wanted you to know I wasn't masturbating because it." And she said, "David, what the fuck is wrong with you?" I said, "A lot. I'm mentally ill." And so yeah, but it was cool. The smud lady that I was talking to, she didn't charge me a late fee for October, so. If you have a late fee, I'm not saying to say you're not masturbating, but it's a lot better sounding than I am masturbating. It might save you a late fee. Yeah, I'm divorced. It wasn't like no one was even surprised. She laughed for all of you. I was married for 10 years. Still love my wife, so as I proceed to talk shit about her for the next like 5 minutes, just know that I really do love her, and I think that she loves me too. So you know, but it's my last name's Shapiro, right? And she's a lawyer, and so when we got married, she took my last name, you know, as married women sometimes do. And now all my friends are mad about it, and they're like, "She shouldn't use your last name, like she shouldn't." But I'm like, sir, if you had to pick a lawyer, would you pick Shapiro Yeah. Over any other last name. It could be another Jewish last. It's no, I still want Shapiro. Yeah. It could be Berkowitz, and you're like, no, Shapiro. I can say that one and spell it. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, no, it's a really good business choice, honestly. Like, and I don't know, like she's paying me spousal support, so it's kind of like she's renting it, you know? Like, and I get money that because she's working, and then she pays me some of the, so it's like royalties, I guess, kind of, for my last name. It was a big issue when we were in court, and the judge was like, I want to hear spousal support. And is anyone divorced over there? No? Okay, I didn't know. Okay, I don't want to trigger. Not on the bride side. Groom side divorce? They are spaced out a lot more. This is a single looking crowd. This is a together looking crowd. Yeah. Yeah. All right. And so so the judge was like, I want to hear arguments for spousal support. And her lawyer was like, he's a man, and my lawyer was like, that's sexist. Like, she makes $250,000 a year and he does local stand-up comedy. So she makes more money. And her lawyer was like, he has a college degree. And my lawyer was like, that doesn't matter. It just matters like who makes more money. That's the only metric that matters. And her lawyer was like, but he's a man with a college degree. And my lawyer started to talk, and the judge was like, stop, like in the Britney Spears video. And the judge was like, what's the college degree in? And then all four of us at the same time said theater. And the judge laughed. And then she said, okay, well, you have to pay him. He'll die. Like, he can't buy groceries with monologues and soliloquies. Like, you have to pay him. But what I am saying is, if you think my jokes could be better, her law firm does sponsor me technically, since they pay me spousal support. So if you could just write a letter to her law firm and be like, he needs more funding. I'm not supposed to tell you which law firm, but it has Shapiro in the name. And there's like, if you just Google Sacramento Shapiro lawyer, there's like only, I guess there are a couple now, but she's the one that looks like a thumb with hair. So I do love her. It's a bad picture. Her law firm picture is really atrocious. She's much prettier than that ugly, terrible picture. I don't know why they use it, but yeah. Oh yeah, I don't know. Dating is should we dating or more divorce? What do you guys want to? Both? All right, we'll wrap up. Thank you, Carla. We'll wrap up in divorce. So if anyone, the groom side, in your divorces, bride side, hopefully you never have to get divorced. But in your divorces, I like how you guys became bride side, not bathroom side. It's a way better choice. Yeah. Rebrand. When you get divorced, you have to, like, if you live together, you have to like sort your major appliances, right? You can't King Solomon your washing machine, I mean, like, you get the door. So we had to do that, and she was like, what do you want? And this is true, and I was like, I want the washer and dryer, because I'm not dirty like you and your baby daddy. And I really said it. Really, I just have OCD, and I didn't want to use a rental, but I said that because I wanted to be devastating. And I was like, what do you want? And she was like, I want the fridge. And I wish I had said, so you have somewhere to put your cold heart. But I didn't. That came later. It sounds funny, though. So I was like, okay, cool. But we had a rule because I'm OCD, right? Like, no one can help her, like, move out, because I didn't want anyone with their dirty shoes and touching things and in the house, right? So it was just me and her. We got us into the marriage. We'll get us out of the marriage, right? So I'm helping her move out and box things up. And it was functional. It was working until the fridge. And then she got really mad because I said dirty like you and your baby daddy. And so she was like, I'm fine. Then you need to have it in the garage by 4 p.m. on Friday. And I was like, okay, fine. And then she left, like, really angry, right? And then I looked at it. And this was a nice fridge. Like, it was a doubled French door, doubled freezer drawer, 3 different types of ice in the door with water. Like, I miss this fridge almost as much as my ex-wife. And it's really big, right? And I'm average American woman height. So I was like, I can't move the fridge. Like, I wouldn't ask you to move the fridge. Like, you're about my build and height. Like, you can't move a fridge. That's yeah, no, not even together. Not 3 of us couldn't, All the women, we're still, nope. Me and all the women, we're still like, nah, get a man-sized man, please. A couple of them. But yeah, so we couldn't. I was like, nope, not gonna. And it 4 p.m. on Friday is about when Sabbath starts for Jews, and we don't work during the Sabbath. So I was like, that's a no religiously already, and it's a no physically. So it's just a no for me on both fronts. So 4 p.m. on Friday came, and she came in the house, and she was like, the fridge isn't in the garage, and it's 4 p.m. on Friday. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, you let me down. And I was like, well, technically we were supposed to stay married until we died. So that's what it feels like when you get let down. Like, now you know. It's devastating, isn't it? And she got really mad that I said that. And so she shoved me as she like left the house, right? And I'm a tiny man, but I'm a man, right? So I'm not gonna let a similarly sized woman shove me, like. So I stood my ground, right? And she felt that I was pushing back because I was like staying solid, and I guess because next thing I know, her baby daddy, not you, just he was in the door frame. Because you look, here's the thing, you look similarly built to me, like sveltish, like you could be Jewish. You're Jewy, you've got curly hair. Her baby daddy is like 6'3", 280. When they started dating, when we started breaking up, his Instagram bio said, I lift so much I have to strap the machines to the ground. Like, he's that type of guy. Like, he has no neck. Like, if you're like, hey, look out behind you, he's like, what? Like full turn. His truck has testicles. Like, he's that kind of guy. She overcorrected trying to get away from a tiny guy to like a big stupid one. But yeah, so he's in the door frame and he wants to fight me, and he's like, we're gonna fight, and I was like, that's dope, because like he's supposed to win, right? So what am I losing if I lose? Nothing. But if I win, I can like stand on his carcass like a lion killer and be like, look, y'all, David and Goliath, hashtag it, like, I slayed a giant, like. So I was like, yeah, let's go. And then he was like, yeah, if you ever lay another finger on her, I'm going to come after you so fast. And I told you she still loved me, right? Because she was standing behind me when this happened, which is weird, right? Like, her baby daddy and her ex-husband are about to fight, and she's standing behind her ex-husband. Like, she still loves me. But so anyway, he said, lay another finger on her. I'm going to come after you so fast. And I'm funny, so I turned around and I poked her in the shoulder. And I said, I laid a finger on her, come after me so fast. Because I know, like, he has to hit me first, right? Like, that's the rule. And he turned and he said, call the police, babe. And I was like, you left me for a Karen? Like, ugh. So dating's hard for me. Mostly, okay. You're not, no male comic is ever supposed to talk about the women he could or should or would or wouldn't date. It's because you're always going to take the imaginary woman side. You're going to be like, well, what makes you think you deserve a pretty woman or a smart woman or any woman, man? But, like, I do drag for a living, and I'm really pretty. So she has to be as pretty as me in drag. That's weird otherwise, right? Like, if she's not as... It's a weird... Because then it's weird... You want to date someone as smart as you, right? You don't want to date, like, if you're smart, you don't want to date a dum-dum, If you're dumb, you don't want to date a smart person. Like, I can't date you got to be, like, as pretty as you, right? And the problem is, like, doing drag, I work at a gay bar, right? That's where we do a lot of drag shows. Sometimes here next week that we have one here if you guys want to come back. It's half comedy, half drag. It's fun. But, like, normally I'm at a gay bar doing drag, and so all my friends are gay men, and they don't have good taste in women at all. So, like, they're always bringing up these, like, and this is where you guys might end up hating me, I'm sorry, but this is where they bring these, like, I don't know, but like they bring these women to me, like, and they're like, look, David, she's straight. And I'm like, she's not my type though. Like, she's not attractive. Like, why'd you bring her over here? She's straight, but she's like, and they're like, but she has boobs. And then she's in the back like, I have boobs. And I'm like, no, I don't. I'm like, oh man, like, I'm tiny, right? And I'm mentally ill, but I have standards, right? What I don't have are the riddles to cross her bridge because she's a troll, and like I don't know how to. It's not gonna work because she's not gonna let me cross the bridge because I don't have the answers. I tried going on a date. I don't know. My world has become Dungeons and Dragons. There are dwarves. There are trolls. I don't know. You guys are great though. I'm really excited. You guys know why you're here? Do you know the point of the show? You came for the other show. Yeah? Oh, you came for this show. Awesome. Cool. Well, this show is a portion of the proceeds benefit charity. So thank you guys for coming. It goes to the Stanford Settlement, which is a really cool local charity in North Sacramento. They help children, they help the elderly, they help people learn, they help people get like technology in a world where you need technology just to survive. So it's a really cool thing that you guys came. So thank you. Round of applause to yourselves. And round of applause for Stab and Jesse, who lets us do these shows. The main reason I can't date is because I'm bougie at this point. Like I know what I want. You know, I'm 40 years old. I was married for 10 years. You know, I'm a woman a third of the time. I know what I want. You know, it's not weird for me. But if I did go on a date with a woman to like a Starbucks, I know how it's gonna go. And it's gonna be weird, and my date's gonna get like a vanilla latte, like something like totally normal, right? And the barista's gonna be like, "What do you want?" And I'm gonna be like, "A hot chocolate." And she's gonna be like, "Aren't you an adult?" And I'm gonna be like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Why not a decaf coffee?" I'm like, "Cause I have enough energy. I don't want something tasty. I don't need like adult like sadness in a cup. Like I want a hot chocolate. Like let me just get a hot chocolate, ma'am." And she's like, "Okay, fine, a hot chocolate and a vanilla latte." And I'm like, "Yeah, with almond milk." And she's like, "Not regular milk?" And I'm like, "No, because I'm lactose intolerant and I'm on a date. I don't want to be gassy like on the date. It's gonna fuck up the date." And my date's like, "Why not soy milk?" And I'm like, "Because honestly, like we're over reliant on soy as a society, and it's really not that good for our skin. Like it can make you break out. It can make you like retain water. Like it's not that good." And the barista's like, "Okay, enough. So just a hot chocolate with almond milk and a vanilla latte." And I'm like, "Yes, with peppermint. If I could get a peppermint hot chocolate." And people always laugh. I don't know why, but it is tastier. So I'm gonna get it every time over regular hot chocolate, like without a doubt. And so the barista's like, "Okay, so a peppermint hot chocolate with almond milk for this needy ass man, and a vanilla latte for his date." And I'm like, "That's judgy. Could you not like opine like that?" And she's like, "I just don't know why she's on a date with you anymore." And I'm like, "Just make the drinks. Like, what are you doing? I tipped you. Why are you being so mean?" And she's like, "Okay, so I'm gonna make them." And I'm like, "Wait, really quick before you do, when you warm mine up, can you do it to the kid temperature of 75 degrees instead of the adult temperature of 200,000? Because I want to enjoy it with my date, like while she enjoys her drink." And the barista's like, "What date?" I know, because she left. And that's the first time you've smiled all night. You just want to see me fall down the stairs. You were late? Huh? Okay. You relate to the barista? Oh, okay, cool. No, but the barista, she's really nice after that, and she's like, "I bet you want whipped cream, don't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, how'd you know?" So that's all my time, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm going to bring up the next comedian. Love doing shows with him. He's a great guy. Please put your hands together, make some noise, get loud, and get excited. Give it up for Ed Mina.
Give it up to your host there, Dave Shapiro. I have big boobs too. What's up, guys? You all right? You guys doing all right? Thanks for hanging out tonight on Saturday. We're here for a good cause. He says it's for the Stanford. So I know a fucking place for bad kids when I hear one. No, I grew up. I was never good at being a bad kid when I was growing up too. I would cut class, but it would be to go to the library. Just fuck math. Chapter 1. That's. One time, like I would like reading mythology. You know, I was intrigued by religions and myths, and because those were like the original comic books. You know, before comic books and video games, we had mythology. And one time, I went to this church, and I walked in. I grew up Jehovah's Witness, right? Yeah. If you guys don't know what that is, it's like Catholic, but no one cares when we get molested. You know, just. I went to this church to see what was going on with all the candles and all the cool things that were in there. And I went to go light a candle with like the incense that they have there. I don't know religion, right? This priest comes out. He's like, "What are you doing?" And he takes me home and tells my mom that I was in there causing mischief. I don't know what that is. You know, as a 10-year-old, I don't know what mischief was. I was just trying to light a candle. I'm just there thinking to yeah, thank you, Amy, thank you. Fucking laugh. You know, like I don't want to. We're here to laugh, but timing, it's all about timing. Comedy is all about timing. Gotta repace myself now. The priest dropped me off at home. I got in trouble, and I was just like, damn, the least you could have done is molest me. That was the end of the joke, Amy. I'm trying to be festive. I'm not religious, but I got my festive garb on. You know, hail Santa. You know, just... Hail Santa. This is Rudolph. It's Rudolph. He's the toughest one. I always get a lot of mix-ups because of the way I dress. I like to dress like this. It's easy laundry, and it's slimming. You know, like, do I look fat in this? See, ta-da, take that exercise. You know, just... But I always get a lot of mix-ups because of how I look. Like, it doesn't make sense because I'm Puerto Rican, but I look like I hate Puerto Ricans. You know, just... Right? No? Everyone loves Puerto Ricans. I love them too. Don't worry about it. I know I look like I don't, but before I got here, somebody said that I look like Stone Cold Steve Autism. I'm not mad at that one. I'm not mad. I said, Grandma, this is why we put you in the fucking home, all right? Welcome. Take a seat. Don't you worry. I'm not doing crowd work on you guys. I don't do crowd work is awkward. Did you just hear that exchange between you and David, right? It's like, what did you, no, did you, what? He's no Matt Rife, you know, just... Neither am I. Neither am I. I can't do it because I'm from New York. So, like, you have three questions before I start calling you a cop. You know what I mean? Like, what's your name, where you're from, and what do you do for a living? After that, I'm like, yo, can you just tell the jokes, please? I didn't bring my resume. You know, just. I'm happy to be out of the house, though. The COVID lockdowns have been crazy, keeping everyone locked, like, indoors. I've just been at home living like Winnie the Pooh. You know, just like a T-shirt and no bottoms, just like walking around. But feeling like Eeyore, you know what I'm saying? Just like, okay, I guess I'll go masturbate again. Oh, bother, you know? I got into a lot of porn during the lockdowns. I think we all did. Just after a while, it's out of sheer boredom. You ever watched so much porn that you just start Facebooking? You're just like, let me just go see what's going on here. This is more interesting. One of my favorite genres now is like homemade amateur. Did you guys know that if you scroll below the video on Pornhub, there are comments? Who the hell are those savages commenting on porn videos? I would imagine that pussy is mighty wet. Send, like, who are you? I want to meet you. You know what I mean? Just, who are those guys? My favorite genre, like I was saying, is homemade amateur. And if you guys don't know what homemade amateur is, that's like America's Funniest Home Vaginas. You know, it's like, it's when you convince your girlfriend to be a slut for free. There's OnlyFans. Let's make some money. You know what I mean? It's like, it'll be the dude on the couch with the phone, right? Just like facing. He's on the couch. Right next to him is like the basket of laundry. You know, they're going right in after that. And on top of him is in reverse, because that's how I like to see it, is the girlfriend. And what's in front of her? The fucking TV. Playing God knows what. What are you guys watching when you have sex? I don't get it. One time I was going on to town on myself, and they were watching the 10 o'clock news. It threw me off because I like my porn timeless. You know, just like a casino. I don't want no clocks or no windows. I don't know when I'm coming out. 10 o'clock? It's noon right now. What are you talking about? Don't ruin the surprise. One time I was going to town on myself, and going to town. Like, isn't it great how we say euphemisms for masturbation? Slapping the ham. She said, see. Yes, I am Puerto Rican. Thank you. Thank you. We'll get into that in a second. I was going to town on myself, right? And I saw a couple watching like Law and Order SVU. Yeah, I would have gone CSI. You know, like, it's just like distracting because I'm just there like, huh, Stabler. You know, just good episode. That's what I comment. You know, I'm not trying to like come down on anyone. It's just that now I can't get off without hearing in the criminal justice system. Just dun dun. That music is sexy as hell. That's not crime music. That's not. You ever heard that music? You have to like slow fuck with your arm right here. Like dun 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 dun. Wow, wow. Right? That's Mariska Hargitay. That's the safety word. Benson. I love her. I think I just watch too much TV and porn. That's it. That's what I do. Couples? Any couples in the house? I get it. No, you don't have to talk. You don't have to talk about it. My last girlfriend actually broke up with me and kicked me out of the house because she caught me cross-dressing. Yeah, it's 2023. I don't care, right? I wasn't too depressed. I just packed up her clothes and I left. That's it. Have a nice life, bitch. I got your bras, all right? Victoria's Secret is safe with me. No, I am single, though. I am single, and I've been looking on all the websites, like OkCupid, right? Like Bumble and Tinder. What's that fourth one that everyone's on? Craigslist Misconnections. Yeah, that one. I'm even on Pokemon Go. Ladies, just want to get a Pikachu. Okay. All right. That's what. And then I throw my balls. I don't know. I don't know video games. No, I do know video games. I love video games. I remember one time when I love video games, and I thought I liked girls when I was a little kid, so I thought I'd marry the two together, right? I saw this girl that I liked in not junior high school, but elementary school. I wrote her a letter, right? And in the letter, I was told that you're supposed to write something that you like about them, share something about yourself, right? For me back then, as a little kid, it was Super Mario Brothers, right? I love that video game. If it's 3 things that Super Mario Brothers has taught me as an adult now, is to explore everything, collect all the coins, right? And eat all the mushrooms. Ta-da! That's how you level up in life. Bloop, bloop. Let's go. Instead of writing her, these are slow cookers. These are slow cooked jokes. Instead of writing her regular "I like you" words like a fucking normal person, I wrote her the lyrics to the Super Mario Brothers Super Show theme song. Right? If you guys don't know what that is, yeah, it's a little show. Came out in 1988. 50 episodes tops, right? Memorized the lyrics to the theme song, wrote them down on a piece of paper, saw the girl the next day, and then I read it to her. And I was just like, can I read this to you? Didn't wait for a response. I was just like, and just went right into it. I'm like, we're the Mario Brothers, and plumbing's the game. Found the secret warp zone, we're working on the drain. Flip the page. Then the princess a hand in the mushroom land. Just an action with the plumbers, you'll be hooked on the brothers. Huh! Did that and everything to her. And then I was just like, do you like me, yes or no? That's how I ended it. Yeah, check a box. Bring it back to me at the end of the day. That's all the game I had as a kid. Now as an adult, when I see a woman I find attractive, right, I'll be like, hey, girl, can I call you Hadouken? Because you are downright fierce. See, and I never get a lot of response for that. See, I see the dudes like nodding. They're like, you're cute, but no, dude. If you meet a girl that knows that move, don't give her my phone, my phone number. Give her my screen name. I want to do some Xbox and chill. No Redbox and chill. The saga continues. I am dating though. I'm dating, looking for a girl, and I don't mind big women, small women. I don't mind. I don't care about a woman's size. The only time I worry about a woman's weight is when she's sitting on my face. And even then, have you seen my head? You know what I mean? Exactly. What I'm saying, I'm structurally sound. Take a seat, girl. I got you. You know what I mean? Just, my middle name is Chair tonight. Okay. Have a seat. It's fun, though. It's fun. Always get a lot of. I'm happy to be out of the house. I've been working a lot. Clap it up if you got some work during the pandemic and the lockdowns. I work in the weed industry. Any potheads? Where the pothead at? That would make me. I'm an essential worker. That's it. Listen, they don't really have to. That's the response a pothead gives. Like, where are the potheads? It's like, yeah, just wake them up. They're talking about you. If it was cocaine, I'd be way sweatier. Like, I work in the weed industry. I like my job. It's cool, but there's like a guy at my job that I don't trust, and it's not because he eats my lunch out of the fridge or anything. It's just because everything he says, he starts it with the sentence, hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie. Right? Does anyone know someone like that? Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie. But he does it for shit you don't have to lie about. It's like, he'll be like, hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I just changed the toilet paper out the bathroom. Thank you. It's like, hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm gonna call out tomorrow. It's like, okay, I ain't gonna lie. I think that's when you should call out. Like that's a perfect time to call out. I like my job. We get these scrubs. It's like all black scrubs. I look like a vet tech. Like straight out of ITT with my 18-month diploma and everything, ready to clip your dog's nails. But I'm not important. I just put weed in jars. That's it. I just put weed in jars. Nothing important. But I get mix-ups because at the end of the day, I'll have my Ben & Jerry's at Safeway, about to check out. Long day of standing on my feet. I'm getting some ice cream, and I'll be there online waiting to check out. Some guy in front of me drop and have a seizure. Zzz, right? Fucked up. The cashier sees me in the scrubs. Right? Exactly. I'm there with the ice cream. She's like, sir, can you help him? I drop the ice cream. I'm like, okay. I snap into action because I'm an essential worker. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay. Is he an indica or a sativa? Like, what's his terp count? Like, I don't know. Just like put a perfectly packaged pre-roll in his pocket, take my ice cream and go home. I got work in the morning. Fuck you. It's CBD. Bye. Like, good luck. I like smoking weed. They say it's medicine, but it's bullshit. It's not fucking medicine. It's going to lead to a onset diabetes for me. You all right? I just eat so much when I fucking smoke. Is it just me that gets like high and like wakes up at night, stoned out of their mind, and Godzilla's to the kitchen, just tears it up mindlessly? I wake up in a fucking pile of Cheez-Its, bowls of cereal everywhere like dead bodies, just... Who was the asshole that tore a fucking hole in the bread through the middle? It was me. I'm the fucking asshole. Exactly. You're not living life until you're fucking like nodding off with a fucking bowl of cereal on your fucking lap. Netflix is like, are you still, dude? What the fuck? My TV just tucks me in. Go to sleep, dude. The fuck are you doing? One time I got so fucking high that I put a pizza in the oven. Fell asleep. Yeah, got up in the morning. I'm like, oh shit, the pizza. Run to the oven. Got so high, didn't turn the oven on. Pizza for breakfast. You know what I mean? Just like, it's not all bad. It's not all bad. It's not all bad. What's your name? Got a lot. She said that with the accent and everything. Let's get into it, all right? Boricuas. Where you from? You from Puerto Rico? Were you born there? And yo, did you? I felt like I was on KCRA. Are you? She said, I am. Yes, I am a Puerto Rican born in Puerto Rico. She even did it with her arms. That's one thing about Puerto Ricans. We let you fucking know all the time that we're Puerto Rican. We're like fucking vegans. You know what I mean? It's like Caribbean vegans. We will tell you, and we will not stop, right? Yeah, we're like rednecks too. We're not that far apart between like a Texas redneck and a Puerto Rican. We wear flags everywhere, all the time. Flags for everything. We say, well, which if you guys didn't know, it's just Puerto Rican yeehaw. You know what I mean? That's how we say yeehaw, right? That's how we do it. I had a friend of mine the other day, we took a selfie, and he was like, Ed, you sort of look like a white supremacist in this picture. Which I don't know where he got that idea from, Fuck me up. Because I am Puerto Rican. From New York. It doesn't get more Boricua than that, right? He didn't believe me, though. He was like, Ed, you're going to have to prove to me you're Puerto Rican, because I just don't believe you. I've never been put in that position, right? I didn't know what to do. I just stabbed him in the gut. Just stole his hubcap, slapped his wife, and I just sauced it at her and go, just sauce it away. That's how Puerto Ricans run. You know what I mean? Like, you guys need something from the store? Well, I didn't. That's all the way to the fucking AM, PM. It's great. I love being a New York Puerto Rican. New York is crazy because like you'll have like Boricuas or like Puerto Ricans saying "Oy vey," it's like cross cultural. You have like black dudes sounding Italian, like look at this fucking Goomba over here, and then there's Italians that think they can say the N-word. Like it's the melting pot. It's great. I love being from New York. The drivers out here in Sacramento outdid New York drivers though. I almost didn't make it here because fucking Sacramento drivers are insane. It should be a level on Mario Kart. Right after fucking Rainbow Road, let's go down 80. Bring your turtle shells, all right? It's crazy. Because, like, I don't care. Like, no signal lights. Like, I don't care if you're going to drive off a cliff so long as I see the all the way down. Right? I'll be like, respect. You know what I mean? At least he used a signal light. It's like, if I see you going off the cliff without it, I'll be like, should have used your signal light. Okay. Listen, man, like Sacramento drivers are the only reason I'm against flying cars. Think about that for a second, right? Think about that on 80. It'll just be a bunch of 9/11s all over the place. Listen, I'm a New Yorker. We know about this shit, you know? We don't need that downtown. Just we're going to the strip club. I saw these Christian missionaries walking down the street. You know, like the dudes that wear like the short sleeve shirts and the ties and they have the fanny packs and they carry Bibles and shit. I saw them walking down the street and I saw them see me and I knew that they were going to stop and talk to me because I fucking look like I need salvation, right? They were like, "Excuse me, sir. Have you found Jesus Christ?" I said, "No. Where'd you put him this time?" You know, just like, he's not back at the church? Like, maybe you should have used stronger nails. I don't know. Like, what? I didn't lose them. You asked me. They're called carpenter screws for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Use them. I told them I was a comedian, and I told them like a sexual, cheeky masturbation joke, right? And yeah, right? And they were like, "You know, Ed, you can't hold hands with Jesus Christ if you're masturbating." That's good advice. I said, "No, but I can look them in the eye until I finish." All right. They grabbed the pamphlet back. "Sir, have a nice day. God bless you. And if you laughed at that, I'll see you in hell too." My name's Ed Mina. Give it back. Shapiro.
Let's keep it going for Ed Mina. Awesome. Thank you for coming to this Catholic comedy show. I think Jesus probably gives the best hand jobs. I don't know. As a Jew, I always thought that. There's just a big hole in that hand. He just doesn't need to do anything too soon. That's what you'd say if Jesus got you off that quick. You'd be like, "Too soon, slow down." Okay, so this next comedian, I love everyone in the show tonight. I love Ed, and the next comedian, I need you guys to be overwhelmingly supportive. They're great, but last time I booked them, we did a show at an Air Force base, and I did not feel supported by our military. It was Air Force Base, and the show was just in a tailspin, and it was my fault. I was the pilot. I crashed the show, but like the Air Force didn't help at all. So don't let that be the last show that this comic does with me. So are you guys ready? All right, awesome, cool. I need you guys to get excited. Put your hands together. Give it up for Emma Haney.
I have to talk about that show because it was truly awful. It was so bad. First of all, David came as Suzette per their request. They asked, right? Wasn't that they asked for? They wanted a drag show originally at Travis Air Force Base, and we were all like, "Okay, this is gonna be fun." And we get there, and what was the lady's name? Do you remember her name? Oh, I won't put it because we're streaming this. And she works for our boys in blue, but she took our drink orders, right? And you got like a gin and tonic. I got a Coors Light because I'm classy. And so the lady comes over, her husband carries the drinks, and she goes, "The Coors Light goes to her, and the gin and tonic goes to that." And we were like, "Boo!" Get ready, this is about to be fun. And then she didn't even like bring us up like in a good way. She was just like, "Comics, come here. Comics, it's your turn," after like their crappy karaoke. And so Suzette goes up to start the show, and she's doing her set probably like 5 minutes into a 15-minute set, and the lady was super drunk, and she just gets up and goes, "Okay, I don't want people to leave, so we're just gonna take the mic, and next comic, can the next comic come up here?" Right? It was rough. And then I go up. First joke does not hit. Not surprising, because it's hard to come back from a weird transition like that. And so I think I was like 10 minutes into my set, and I like looked at my watch, because on the inside I was dying, you guys. I was dying. 13 years of comedy. This is the worst show I've ever done. Not this show. This seems great. This is already way better than that one. So I looked at my watch, and the drunk lady was like, "Why are you looking at your watch?" And I was just like, "I'm just trying to figure out how much time I need to cover to pay for these government nachos I got for free." Because that's what they gave us for dinner. It was like, and this was like their Christmas party. It was wild. I'm like, this is what you're feeding the troops? This like weird botulism cheese. It was terrible. Anyways, you guys give it up for yourselves for coming out. You seem way more supportive. than the other people. Keep it going if you're wearing glasses tonight. I see a couple. I see one. I see two. Yeah, give it up for your shitty eyes. Nice. Give it up. You're bad. I've worn glasses forever, probably since like the 5th grade. And I remember when I got diagnosed with bad eyes, I got really defensive. I got very defensive because it wasn't even a doctor who told me. I had to have a parent-teacher conference with my parents and my teacher, and it was like super awkward. And they were just like, listen, we wanted to talk to you because we've noticed you've been struggling in class. You've been squinting a lot. And your grades are suffering for it. And I was just like, well, maybe if I didn't have to squint to read your shitty handwriting. But I've been trying this new thing with my glasses. I've been trying to be like more animated with them in everyday conversation. You know what I mean? Because in like old school movies, like the characters with glasses were always like goofy as shit and saying weird stuff. And I feel like we need that comic relief now more than ever. So I've just been doing weird stuff in conversation, just being like, oh, check, please. Huh? Yeah, I'll work on it. Anybody in here got a case of the depression? Yeah, oof, that's a weird reaction for having depression. I have really bad depression. I got diagnosed with bipolar 2 when I was 13 years old. Bipolar 2, that sounds like a really shitty sequel that no one ever asked for. Like bipolar 2, and this time it's personal. That's what that was just for you. But it's a shitty thing to have. I've had it for so long. So I've been on medication for it since I was 13. I'm 36. It's a very long time to be on meds, and I go on different types. We do different mixtures. You got to find the right cocktail. It's a whole thing. And now my depression is so bad, I have to take 2 different antidepressants, which is crazy, right? It's like my main boo needs a squire. That's how bad my depression is. It's like, we're here to help you usher the lady into brighter days, my lord. It's not a good accent. I know that. It's the first time I've tried it. Thank you for sticking with me. That's what we call workshopping in the biz. But yeah, it's rough. And I went through a bad breakup about a year ago. My partner and I of 5 years broke up last year. It's okay. But I was super depressed for like this whole past year, right? The longest manic episode I've ever had lasted about 6 months. And my therapist gives me the best advice. Because I was like, the medication's not working. The therapy's not working. Like, what can we do? And she was like, go for a walk. And I was like, just go for a walk. And she's like, yeah, whatever you're feeling, just really sad, just go out, go for a walk. Just walk until you feel better. And I was like, cool. And so the first time I tried that, I walked 7 miles, like in a row, just walking around my neighborhood. I live in, are you from here? I live in Midtown, down like D Street is where I live. So I just do like laps in my neighborhood. That's all I do. And so this one day I was walking for like 2.5 hours just around and around. And this old lady was like working out in her yard the whole time. And as I'm making like my next lap, I was already walking for about an hour. She just yells out, she was like, you just keep going around. Good for you. And I was just walking past her house and I was just like, I'm severely depressed. And I just kept going. And I think I lived rent-free in her head until this day, probably. It's wild. I like to smoke a lot of weed before I go on walks. Where are my weed smokers at? I know someone's in here. I can smell it. I can smell it. Yeah. No, you're good. I'm like a truffle pig for that shit. I'm like, someone's got something in here. But I do. I like to smoke weed before my walks because it makes me go a little faster. I get a little more paranoid. I'm always just like, someone's following me. I don't know. Just get those steps in. But it's crazy in Midtown. If you guys live around here, I don't know if you've noticed this, but there's like just a shit ton of crows at weird times of the year. Like I went walking last weekend. And I walked all the way down to like 20th and D or whatever. And I was like, I walked down to where like the Blue Diamond almond plant is. Cause I'm like, no one's here on a Sunday. And I was smoking weed in their parking lot. And then I started walking back home. And as I'm walking, I just start hearing like all these caws. And I'm just like, the fuck is super weird, and I just like kept going, and then I go like, and for like 3 blocks straight there's just crow like all over in the streets, all up in the trees. Like it was crazy as shit. And I'm like walking past this guy's house, and this guy was doing yard work, and he's just standing there with his like hands on his rake, and he's just like, this is really ominous, you know what I mean? And I was just like high as shit, and I was just like, yeah, crazy. And then I'm like, but how do I harness the power of these crows? That's what. Yeah, dating's hard. I'm not good at transitioning. I've been doing like dating and stuff, which is wild because, like I said, I'm 36 years old. I haven't really been single since I was 19. Like I've only been in like 3 major relationships. They're always long. I'm like a serial monogamous. It's very sad. But so I've never been single, never really dated. And now it's like a weird time to date because it's all done over the phone, which my friends were like, you just got to get on the apps and do it. And I like did it, opened it up to men and women. I'm like, too many dicks. I don't like this. It's so weird. It was a lot. You know what I mean? Do I really? And it's like people are just in it for one thing, which is fine. We're all human. But I'm like, do I want to go to West Sac to have sex? I don't know about this. Do I want to cross the bridge? But dating's kind of crazy because, like I said, I've always been in long-term relationships. So it's like I'm not really good at flirting. I don't really have a good sexual prowess. You know what I mean? Like most people don't even know I like sex until we're already having sex. They're just like, whoa, Emma, you're here? That's wild. When did you get here? But I'm bad at flirting. I'm a very nerdy person. I play a lot of like if I was to flirt with someone, they'd be like, ooh, hey, like, can I buy you a drink? Like, what are you into? And I'm just like, well, I'm playing a bard that went to the College of Sword in Baldur's Gate 3. Does that do anything for you? Do you guys hear that noise? It's the sound of panties dropping, you guys. That's such a good, it's not great. I do like stuff. I play a lot of video games. You guys play video games in here? Yeah. Cool. Me neither, you guys. Just looking for nerds to kick after the show. I do play a lot of video games. It's funny, like I've been playing games since I was a kid, like probably like 6 years old. But when I was a kid, obviously like I couldn't buy the games because I didn't have any money, so my dad would buy them for me. But he would never like look into what the games were like before he would give them to me. Right? So when I was like 10 years old, my dad bought me Grand Theft Auto 3. If you don't know what a Grand Theft Auto game is, it's pretty much just a game where you steal cars and hunt prostitutes. That's all you do. It is. It's all you do in the game. And I remember I was playing it one night. I was just like, yeah. And my dad... And my dad comes in and he was like, "What are you doing, Em? You playing your game? What are you doing in your game?" And I was just like, "Well, I just had sex with this hooker. And now I'm going to kill her and get my money back. That's what I'm going to do." And my dad was just like, "Huh." Like, and I couldn't tell if he was just like, like trying to process like what his baby girl had just said, or if he was just like, that's a good idea. I never thought about that before. What do you do? Do any of us know our fathers? You know what I mean? Well, I got a couple minutes left, so I'll do one more joke. I'm currently on a weight loss journey right now, you guys. Sorry, I have the blood of a white woman, so I have to say the word journey at least once a day. I said that at a show once, and some lady got mad. She's all, "Hey!" And I was like, okay. And I just kept going. Anyways, it wasn't even worth mentioning, but it was just a weird thing to shout out. And but I've been like trying to like watch what I eat and stuff. I've been exercising, been walking more. I've been doing that like raw food diet. Do you guys know about that? Yeah, you just eat like uncooked foods pretty much, which is cool, I guess. I don't know if you guys have ever had raw top ramen, but it is not great. And it hurts your mouth a lot. It does not feel good. I said that once at a show and some lady yelled out, she's all, "You gotta put the flavor packets in." I was like, Doesn't make it softer, man, but thank you. Thank you for the hot tip. Yeah, I have to watch what I eat because I'm kind of like an overeater as it is. It's not even with like real food. It's just with like condiments, you know? Like I love a good dip. I love dips. I love peanut butter. I love peanut butter. Do you guys like peanut butter in here? Yeah, I could clear like a whole jar of peanut butter in under 2 days. And my ex used to get super pissed whenever we go grocery shopping. She'd come home and just be like, "Emma, did you eat all the peanut butter again?" And I would just try and play it cool. I'm just like, I don't know. But my stomach hurts. And my poops are greasy. I did. I ate it all. That's gross. This guy knows what I'm talking about. He's doubled over there. Peanut butter fan. I love ranch dressing, too. Do you guys fuck with ranch? What does that groan mean? Is that a yes? Yeah, I love ranch dressing. I'm one of those weird people. I'll put it on everything. And I blame my parents because when I was a kid, it's the only way they could get me to eat any kind of meat. Awkward side note, it's the only way my first boyfriend could get me to eat any kind of meat. 2, that's gross. That's so gross. I don't even know what that would look like. It'd just be some guy just like, yeah. He's all Hidden Valley for your Hidden Valley, my lady. That's how a gentleman speaks. You guys are great. Someone's going to try it tonight. One of you guys is going to try it. You're going to go through the McDonald's drive-thru and be like, "Can I get some ranch to go?" Dang. But I love ranch dressing. And my parents got me or had me use it so I would eat meat because I wouldn't eat meat as a kid. And the reason why is because I was like 6 years old when I learned what meat actually was. I remember I was at daycare and we were eating chicken wings for lunch, which I don't know what kind of daycare I went to where they're like, "It's 11 a.m., let's have some chicken wings." Probably a Hooters, I don't know. And I remember like I wasn't even eating them. I was just like playing with them, just like, "What is this?" "Those are chicken wings." And I was just like, "Chicken wings? Like, what do you mean?" And she's like, like chickens, like a chicken's arm. I was like, "A chicken's arm? Like, what are you talking about?" And she's like, "Like this." And she just took my arm and started bending it. Like, right? That fucked me up for years, you guys. Like, for years, the only meat my parents could give me to eat for like 4 years after that was corn dogs. Like, that's it. I would just eat like case after case. I think that's why I got boobs when I was 9, though. I was that woman that David's gay friends introduced. I'm like, I have boobs too. Anyways, you guys have been great. Thank you for coming out to support, and have a good night.
Guys, keep it going for Emma Haney. Thanks for coming tonight. Once again, a portion of the proceeds go to a charity, so that's really dope of you guys. One more time for Emma and Ed. And there is another show, so if you want to hang around for that, you absolutely should. I think that's what you guys came for, so awesome. You guys can if you want to. Groomside, whatever. And then, if you want to see a half drag, half comedy show here next week on Saturday, it's at 9 p.m. here. It's fun. We got a really good comic and a couple really good drag queens. I'll be a boy though, still. Sorry. But I'll show you pictures after the show. So anyway, have a good night. Bye.
All right, everybody, that is Comedy for a Cause, but we're still not done. We've got another show, as David mentioned. Dear Abby WTF will begin in about 10 minutes. If you want to stick around for that, see me up front and we'll upgrade your evening. But if you're done with us for the night, check out statcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events. We're live in person Thursdays through Sundays, and we stream everything we do 6 nights a week. So, online audience, in-person audience, stick around. Dear Abby WTF will begin in about 9 minutes.
Jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun.
Where's the milk and cookies?
I think he's had a bit too much alcohol.
Where's the milk and cookies?
appreciate it.
Welcome to the Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Dear Abby WTF. Please welcome already on stage your hosts, Jesse and Nicole.
Sorry, I have to do this for a second while my body acclimates to, like, yeah. So
Nicole, how are you? This is a microphone.
I've been kind of nocturnal lately, so this light, I'm like,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I took a leave of absence from work. For anyone who doesn't know, my mother was dying. Whatever, it is what it is. She's not a
She
nice
just
person.
wants to be cool like me.
Yeah, I just want to.
She just really wants to be in the Dead Moms Club with me and a bunch of other cool comics.
But yeah, so I'm taking time off work, and I'm working on professional certificates for like project management and data science and stuff. But I am
Nerd.
becoming nocturnal while I'm doing it, so yeah. I'm watching Masters of Horror again. Have you seen that?
No, I'm rewatching Reservation Dogs.
I heard.
Yeah.
How is it the second time?
I'm picking up so much stuff, and like the same scenes are making me cry. But now I'm like crying when I know the scene's about to happen. I'm like, so yeah, it's I'm a mess with Reservation Dogs. But yeah, you know, I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I think the new dose of antidepressants is finally kicking in.
Is it balanced out?
I think so. That and also probably not being at work is better for my mental health.
Gosh, how long have you been on your leave now?
Since the week before, the week of Thanksgiving.
Have you lost track of the days? Because
Yes.
you've already reversed and you're nocturnal. That's like when you know you haven't worked in a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, assuming you work day shift. but, Yeah.
Well, assuming you work. I know a
Yeah.
bunch of comics.
Yeah, that's why I work in outpatient. The hours are much better.
Right on. What have you watched? Besides, what do you say was the horror shop?
Masters of Horror.
What is that?
So it was a mini series that aired on Showtime for a while in the early to mid 2000s, and each there's an iconic horror director that directs each short movie. It's like an hour long. My favorite one is John Carpenter did one called Cigarette Burns with young-ish Norman Reedus in it, and it's about basically they're trying to find this movie that kills everybody who watches it. So it's cool. Check it out. It's on Tubi for free.
Who are some of? Oh, you know what? Let me ask you a question. Then we're gonna segue back to Tubi. Who are some of the other directors featured in it? You said John Carpenter already.
Yeah, John Carpenter, Mick Garris, Joe Dante, Takashi Miike.
Okay.
Can
you also name the movies they've directed? Because we're not all nerds.
I probably could, but I want to tell you something about Takashi's
Tell me.
film. It's called Imprint, and it was actually so controversial because it's so effed up. It wouldn't air on Showtime. It was only on the DVD with the extras, but it is on Tubi as well. So.
Okay, Tubi is the greatest. Is the greatest app ever. They have Tom and Jerry. They have the Flintstones. They have Gilligan's Island.
The real fun is some of the lesser-known movies where the acting is abysmal. Oh my god.
What's some of the craziest stuff you watched on Tubi?
I was watching this movie that came up called Dark Web because I like dark web related stuff. It's usually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Interesting concept, but no one in that movie can act for shit. It's like a 7th grade play.
And not even like a performing arts school, like a public school.
Yeah, like participation's mandatory to pass the class. There was a joke that someone made where it says, if I text you Tubi, it means I don't like the way you've been acting.
Oh man, should we bring up our guests?
Let's go ahead and do it. Welcome to the stage, Kala. Kala's the way you pronounce it, right? Kala. Okay,
Have
and
I been saying it
Thelonious.
wrong?
See, I paid attention the last time she was on the show. The pronunciation of her name, and Thelonious. Did I pronounce your name right? Yes. Okay, perfect. Come on
Well,
up to the
Since
stage.
you have perfect pronunciation, why don't you bring them up?
Thank you for coming, guys.
Thank you for having me.
Wow, you guys harmonized that.
Wow. Okay, En Vogue.
I know.
Oh, Carla, how are you?
No, I'm okay.
All right. Thelonious, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great. Well, didn't you just hear me? I was telling Nicole how good
Yeah.
I was. Yeah. Are you guys familiar with Dear Abby at all?
No.
Thelonious?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Carla, brief Thelonious on what Dear Abby is.
Thelonious. Hello.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
So, this lady, she's a
Okay.
white lady.
It's always a white lady.
She's older.
Always.
Older. Like
older white ladies.
Yeah, like she married upper middle class.
Okay.
You know,
Made a name for herself.
Yeah.
Okay.
People would just ask her questions and she would advise, you know, based on her personal experience. She would tell people like what to do.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
She sounded like a psychic.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
It wasn't always good advice though.
That was
okay.
That was okay. I'm gonna give you a C on that. Yeah.
It was in the newspaper.
It was in the newspaper.
Yeah, so Dear Abby was an advice column that ran in like the 60s, 70s, and it still runs today. Like I think her granddaughter is now doing it.
What?
Yeah, but people would write into Dear Abby and seek advice. So it was an advice column in the newspaper. Do you remember newspapers?
A little bit.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
funnies.
Exactly. Everybody
The
remembers the
funnies.
funnies. What was your favorite comic strip?
Family Circle.
Ooh. Yeah.
And Kathy.
Oh, I low key had a crush on Kathy.
I know. She was wildin'.
Yeah.
Ack.
See. She did the noise. I love it. I love it.
What was that reaction, Nicole?
Because she used to go ack all the time.
She does that
I thought
noise
you
all
were
the time.
acting to like my taste and okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And then is that Hello
appreciated
Kitty on there? But it's
No.
the thing from Hellraiser.
No, it's just the lament configuration from Hellraiser. Okay, so funny
Okay.
story. I was a Cenobite last Halloween, and I actually bought a lament configuration that you can move into like a different configuration.
Oh shit, that's dope. I
Thank
love
you.
that movie.
Me too.
Oh, I think you
I
guys
can
have a
tell
lot
that
in
I like
common.
you.
I wanted to meet you for a while. I've heard you're really
What is
cool.
that?
Yeah,
so I'm
I heard
excited.
so too. Ooh. We gonna talk about horror movies after this.
Ooh, yes.
Okay, so what we've done is Nicole and I searched the internet for classic Dear Abby letters, and then we read them aloud, and then we wonder, was that good advice? Or was that bad advice? Or are these people even still married?
Are they alive?
Yeah. Thelonious, are you good at giving advice?
You know, people tell me I am, but I don't think so. I don't think so
Would
because I
you-
don't follow it.
Would you? I was gonna say, would you follow the advice that you give people? Like, do you ever give someone advice that you're just like, that's wild. I would never do that.
I don't think so.
Thank
I
God.
don't
Thank
think so.
God.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
no, I don't think so.
I don't want that.
Carla,
don't do
what
that.
about you? Are you good at taking advice, like receiving advice?
I don't like being told what to do. First of all. Okay. Second of all, I'm really hard on myself. So the advice that I'm giving you, I've given to myself like 25 times.
And did you follow it?
The majority, because if not, I start crying and shit. You know? So that's my life.
Do you think you'll cry tonight?
No.
Okay. Thelonious, do you think you'll cry tonight? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm probably gonna cry.
And it's probably safe to say Nicole and I have both already cried tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Such is life.
Happens.
Tis
Tears.
the
Yeah.
season
Tears.
Oh, yeah.
Of sea.
for
Happy-
depression.
Department store.
Carla, are you done Christmas shopping? Or do you not celebrate?
Okay, that's a loaded question.
Wow.
I celebrate the gift giving and the tree and everything else,
Uh-huh.
but like
Well,
I'm
that's
not
Christmas.
religious.
Fair. Okay.
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you should be. No?
No.
Okay.
I'm
amazing.
Hawaiian. We just want the party. We'll celebrate any holiday if it has a party involved.
Yes.
I'm,
That's true.
I'm a good person.
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah. Did Festivus already pass? I'm usually big on Festivus.
What the hell?
Oh
is that?
yeah.
Festivus?
I'd like to air some grievances. It's from
Festivus.
Seinfeld from back in the day.
No? Is that?
Satan?
Oh, it's the whole holiday season.
That's good.
It's not a specific day. You know, one time I convinced a coworker that Boxing Day was a day where you were able to take a pair of boxing gloves and hand them to somebody you wanted to fight, and they would have to square up with you.
But is there like a unisex like boxing glove? Because what if there's so many people they have different size hands?
I didn't think about that.
You probably don't have a lot of enemies.
My
I'll fight anybody in here. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm not that
all
feral.
right. Thelonious, do you celebrate the holidays?
I do. I love the holidays.
And Jesus.
and not really. But I like Christmas, and I love presents. I love Rudolph. I love Santa. All the little clay animation movies.
Rankin Bass.
Yes. And fucking The Year Without a Santa Claus is such a good one.
I never heard of that one.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's like 1980 something, and then pajamas and making mulled wine and cookies and hanging out with all your friends and drinking hot toddies on a balcony, just getting fucked up.
All right. Thelonious is a party.
I like to party.
All right. We should have Thelonious on more shows.
Yes. Yeah. Please.
You too, Carla. You
More
too.
Christmas shows
Yeah.
with the decorations.
All right. Did you guys check the letters out at all?
It triggered me.
Okay. I think somebody had a request. I think somebody requested to read letter number 1. Was that what you're? Yeah. I wasn't sure if you were telling me I was number 1.
I'm number 1.
Okay. Carla would like to read letter number 1. Go ahead.
Okay. And I want to apologize in advance. It triggered me, so I'm going to be a little bit aggressive with this one. Dear Abby, my husband and I had a few words, and I had to go rent a hotel room with 2 black eyes. Then he cooled off and called me up and said he wanted to bury the hatchet. We have 2 kids who are living with my mother right now until we decide what to do. My husband isn't really a bad guy. He just has a terrible temper. Do you think I ought to go back to him, Renee? And Abby says, Dear Renee, don't go back to any man who wants to bury the hatchet until you know where he intends to bury it. This man has more than a terrible temper. Live apart until he learns to control himself. Your children may need a father, but they also need a living mother.
First of all, I want to say that when I read this letter, I thought that said 2 black keys. That she got a hotel room with 2 black keys. And I was like, oh, it was back in the day when they still gave keys to the hotels.
I just want to say this is surprisingly good advice for whatever time. I mean, women couldn't really like have their own bank accounts for a while. Hopefully, it was after that. This lady had money of her own.
Yeah, these letters are from the 60s.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like it was the bury the hatchet until you know where he intends to put it. It's all like, okay, now you're putting fear in my heart. So,
well, she should have the fear of Jesus and God.
But it's extra too. It's all like, girl, I already told you that he blackened both of my eyes. Like, why you gotta be so extra about it? Just be like, leave, bitch.
Because Renee doesn't get it. She's like,
yeah.
Do you think I should go back with him tonight?
I just want to know how she got to the hotel. She got 2 black eyes because there's swelling involved. Like, I know her eyes are squinty. Like, you really driving out here on the road? That's dangerous, baby.
Renee is resilient.
Is she, or she just knows how to take a punch?
She definitely can take one
or 2.
Carla, why were you so triggered?
I was triggered because in Puerto Rico, they would get him in jail. Okay? They would first rape him, not once, many times. Yeah. Not you. The husband. So in Puerto Rico, he would, in the jail system, they would take care of it, you know? And and then I think Abby gave really good advice. I'm really surprised. And she was like funny about it. She's like, until you know he's gonna bury it, you're gonna die.
I have a question for Thelonious. Thelonious, do you think this is a multiple choice answer?
Wow.
Do you think they got back together and lived happily ever after, or did they get a divorce, or did she go back to him and they had a 3rd child to help save the marriage?
Okay, this is what I think. I think she did go back there to kill this man. Yeah. Okay, tear his ass up with the hatchet. And now we watch it and listen to it on podcasts every year.
She's on Snapped.
Yeah, she's on Snap. Why Women Kill. Yeah, it's an ID special for real. She went back there and she went to go live her happy life in prison.
We can only hope. What if she just slowly poisoned him and it wasn't traceable?
Oh, I heard that podcast.
Yeah, you can do that.
Ideas. So I'm not saying that you can do this or that you should do this.
Uh-huh.
Okay? But if you had to kill a man, you have some options.
Okay.
First of all, get some insulin. Okay? This
Like
poor
it's easy to
man
come
has
by.
diabetes, supposedly. Go through the ball sack. They're not
Wow.
gonna look in an autopsy right there. Okay?
Wow.
Inject some air. Don't do it. Armpit. Okay? And then the last one.
Wow, she's putting this on
potassium.
game.
Okay?
That's good too.
Stops his heart. I'm not saying this is that you should do it or anyone ever, but you need to know your options.
Also, you can override Pixis, but don't quote me on that.
No. I really will like to.
Just know if niggas start dropping around me, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. Call me Black Widow.
That'd be a cute costume, actually.
That would be, right? And then you got a dead husband behind you. Let's go.
Yes, that coat's perfect for it, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, are we done with Renee? Okay, are we done with Renee Thelonious?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Does somebody want to read letter number 2? Oh,
I would.
Nicole with the hand.
Okay, before I do, white dude in the back that looks like Jason Mraz, where do I know you from? Because it's bugging me. Yeah, you're the white guy in the back that looks like Jason Mraz.
Oh, he does kind of look like Jason Mraz.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in a good way.
Welcome.
Yeah, maybe you're a patient. Anyway, nice to meet you.
How old are you? What?
Hey, cool, I'm 39.
Won't worry my life away.
That's the questions out here.
Yeah.
I used to be engaged to his cousin. Actually, that guy punched me in the face.
Wow. Fuck him.
Yeah, not his cousin, Jason Mraz's cousin.
Damn.
Oh my god.
How do I not know this about you?
The Jason Mraz thing or the getting punched in the face thing?
The Jason Mraz thing. I didn't care about the getting punched.
Wow.
No, I never heard that. That's crazy. We'll have to talk.
Yeah, I just try not to think about him very much because,
We don't talk enough.
Anyway.
All right, letter number 2. Nicole.
Letter number 2. Dear Abby, I'm 19 and I'm looking for a girl.
All right.
I make $50 a week, drive a car, and have romantic intentions. Not many girls care to go out with me because of my occupation. I'm an apprentice undertaker and they say I smell from formaldehyde. Did Morty Stein write this? Can you help me? Brad. Dear Brad, with a drugstore on every corner of America, you do not have to smell from formaldehyde. Buy yourself a bottle of men's cologne and use it. Good luck. Okay, I feel like formaldehyde would kind of override all those scents, though.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not going to smell good over some cologne. Like, you wasting good cologne because he stank. And then, baby, you only making $50 a week. Women are listening to songs about not having broke niggas. Like, no one is running for you.
Like $50 a week in 1967. That's some serious bucks.
And he's 19.
That's not enough.
And
You
he's
need to
only
be
19.
making $250. Okay, I need a baller shot collar. Okay,
The cost of living is so much cheaper.
That's
oh my God.
that's
Yeah.
broke. This man's
No,
broke.
I don't think
okay,
this guy's broke.
If
think-
I was Rose, this is Jack, and he's definitely getting pushed off the door. Goodbye.
She don't want
Cut
no scrubs.
All right.
I don't like Abby's advice. Like, why'd she even answer this letter? This is like
It sounds like an ad. She
She's
probably get
trying to
paid.
help.
Carla, what advice would you have given Brad?
Take a shower. Get some nice clothes. They don't have to be expensive.
Right.
Get some samples from the mall, perfume. And don't be weird about the formaldehyde.
Well, you know what? I know somebody who's an undertaker, and they don't ever smell like formaldehyde. So you must be leaving the job to go see a bitch stinking. That's horrible.
Oh God, what if he meets the bitch
Horrible.
at his? What if the woman's a cadaver? Oh God, sorry, I went to a dark
what
place
is
with
it?
that.
Oh my God, twist.
All right, Thelonious, what's your advice to Brad?
He ain't gonna get no pussy. You might as well keep jerking it for the rest of your life, because that's all you got. That's all you got.
He has a steady job.
He said, "I am looking for a girl. Go buy a prostitute, Bray."
Shit. On
That's all you gonna
$50 a
get.
week?
Can't
I
even
mean,
eat food.
shit. Then jerk your dick. That's free.
I think $50 a week back then was like $500. Well, that's not even a lot either.
Absolutely not.
I don't know. Does anybody hear an Undertaker?
In the
So
60s.
we need to text Morty right quick.
No, he's retired.
In this, but he probably was like there.
He wasn't retired that long. I'm sure
Yeah.
he.
Morty is not up at 10:30 on a Saturday.
Oh
He
yeah.
is if he watches this. I know you are.
No, I don't think he's watching.
No, I don't think anyone's watching, honestly.
All right, so nobody likes poor Brad.
I did not say that.
Okay.
I think
Would you
he's
go
got
with Brad, Carla?
potential. He's got potential. He's trying to learn a good craft.
trade.
Recession proof.
Yeah.
And I've dealt with cadavers for like 2 years at one time in my life, so I get it.
Uh-huh.
I'm not judging.
Recession proof job.
And the masturbation for sure.
Did they say?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's Thelonious'.
And health
Yeah, he should
reasons
jerk
as
it.
well. But don't
should
be
jerk it.
desperate.
I don't know, y'all. I think it's a lost cause. Throw this whole nigga away. If you ask me, throw him away.
That'd be the title
Throw
of your
him
advice
away.
column.
Yeah, throw this whole nigga away. Trash. Absolutely. $50 a week. That's all I'm worth to you. And then you drive a car. Me too. Okay. And then you have romantic intentions. I don't want that. I want some money. Okay. I want some money.
What do you think he means by romantic intentions? Like he wants to
Sex. He wants
Yes,
sex.
that's what he wants.
Sexy time.
Okay.
That's why I say
making love.
If he can't afford a prostitute, jerk it. It's free.
He's trying to make love.
Free.
Were they allowed to masturbate back then?
I think it was bad, but you don't have to tell nobody.
That's true.
You gonna go tell somebody you jerked your dick today? Like, keep
My
that to
dick, no.
yourself. She said my dick, no. I mean, if it was me, I'd be all like, yeah, man, I'm jerking my dick every day, but this guy probably shouldn't.
He should wash his hands first. Though.
Yeah, absolutely. He should wash his whole ass. He smells like the job on dates.
Maybe that's their excuse, actually. Maybe Brad's just a dick.
Maybe.
Maybe he couldn't get girls before. Do you think Brad just grew up old and lonely?
Probably.
Still an Undertaker?
Probably. He probably found some weird bitch, but it didn't last long.
Maybe he got
The
a mail
pussy
order
probably
bride or
stank.
something.
Yeah, it was probably stinking pussy. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god.
Okay.
This is the most unhinged episode of the show we've
You're
ever
married,
had.
right?
Yeah.
I'm alone. Okay? So I feel for Brad.
Do you?
Because
But
I'm
you don't
alone.
stay.
I don't have sexy time.
Okay, but you don't stay.
But that's why I said take a shower.
He's not going to.
But
He's
I'm jealous.
obviously going to the dates.
I'm jealous because you're married, right?
Yeah.
And beautiful.
Thank you.
And I'm alone. Let's keep this moving, okay?
All right.
I have to go to my dogs.
Okay, letter number 3, Gadala? Or no, you already read. Thelonious, letter number
Yeah.
3 or letter number 4? Which one do you want?
Okay, I'll do number 3. Dear Abby, I have a dear friend who lives in a distant city. We've been close friends since our school days together. Recently, she wrote me. Oh, there's no periods in here. My God.
Oh, that was me. I didn't spell check very well.
Holy run-on
I
sentence,
was like,
Batman.
I'm about to lose my breath. Can you keep up, baby boy? Okay. Recently, she wrote saying she would love to visit me. I would love to have her, but Abby, I saw her briefly about 4 months ago, and she had her 3-year-old son along who was a holy terror. Either she cannot or will not control him. Damn. Okay. This is T. Worse yet, she won't let anyone else correct him. If I tell her that she is welcome, but please leave her son at home, I'm afraid it will end our friendship. On the other hand, I cannot see myself putting up with that child. What would be the best way to handle this? Question mark. Perplexed. And Abby goes, dear perplexed, blah, blah, blah. I'm afraid you will have to put this friendship on ice until the 5-year-old terror either grows out of his obnoxiousness or his mother can leave him alone.
I just want to say, I used this letter at one of our first episodes, but
Oh,
it's
did
kind of
we?
nice to bring it back.
Okay.
Get a fresh take on it.
Fuck this up.
Nicole just threw some shade at me there.
Fuck this up for all of us.
Damn, this is
That's
not
why
an
we're
original
here.
letter that I'm reading.
No.
Damn.
Nope.
I'm having a rerun moment.
Nicole's like, I use this letter much better.
It's okay. I'm just gonna say the same shit I said last time about it.
What'd you say?
Basically, I don't have kids, and I kind of feel the same way. Yes, I feel bad. Kids are great, but like, I went to a pool party at my friend Andrea's house. Andrea, if you're watching, I'm sorry. and she didn't say her 8-year-old son was going to be there, and so we're trying to have like girl talk about like, you know, guys, we're dating and things, and then we're kind of having to like use fake words for like the words the kid can't hear. So it was just, I don't know.
I hate kids.
Oh, that and
Wait,
yes.
none of us have kids?
I don't have no
High
kids.
five,
I have
everybody.
a fur baby. I have a dog.
Me
I have
too.
a dog.
I have dogs.
I just want to add too. So that time I'm at her house, I'm in a bikini. I'm like, damn, I look good. And I go out, and the kid's like, do you have a baby in your belly?
Wow.
I'm like, you
no
ain't
wonder
getting,
why you don't like kids. Fuck that kid.
I'm like, you ain't getting shit for Christmas now.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, how do you guys feel about hanging out with your friends that have kids? I'm a no.
I do hang with them.
The friends I do have that do have kids, their kids are cool as fuck. I don't know what badass kids y'all know, but the kids I know are well behaved as fuck. Okay, smart as hell. They're really the future.
I like kids, but I love them.
Carla,
Like,
how would you deal with this little obnoxious little kid?
okay. First of all, I wanted to finish my sentence. Okay, that what the sentence was like.
Well,
I
think
love.
I was talking and you
Listen,
cut me
Linda.
off.
Listen, Linda. Let me do this, okay? Anyways, I was gonna tell you. May I?
No.
Okay, so
What,
I
you
was
petting me like a dog?
I love kids, but I like to return them. Right? Maybe in my 40s when I have money, the economy. You can't even buy bread. No. With her, I think she could have gone darker and be like, bury the hatchet. You know, like that other.
Is that where
Yeah.
they intended to put it?
You think?
You know,
I trust you.
I would still ask her. I'd be all like, "Can we hang out without your kid?" And then if she's all like, "Well, I don't have a sitter," well, I guess I don't have a friend. So peace. Or she could have, took the baby to the side and choked him up a little bit, shook him like, cut it out, little motherfucker. Shook him up.
Yeah.
We have this thing in Black culture we call yoke them up. And basically, you grab the shit out of this kid and you tell him to shut the fuck up or behave or you about to fuck him up. And then they usually straighten out and then that's all they need.
Did that ever happen to you?
Many of times. This is why I'm here today.
They have that in Puerto
And I'm
Rico
fine.
as well.
I'm absolutely
The Asians
fine.
have it too. I just
Do
want
I have trauma? Yes.
Yes.
But
Same.
I'm working through it.
This transcends like
therapy.
races
Medicated.
and ethnicities. It's
Yeah.
just
We just had very abusive parents.
Yeah.
Hey. What do you think, Jesse?
Did you have a nice childhood?
I mean,
True.
next question.
This is the Dr. Phil moment of the night.
Man, just look at him.
I mean, it was. Yeah, no, I don't have time.
Oh, sorry.
Have you seen my act? No, I mean it was okay, I guess. I mean, I didn't get beat up or anything much, but no.
Like by your mom or like by other kids?
I mean, there was the random fight with other kids. No, you know what? Then this, you might find this hard to believe. Like I've only been punched like twice. I know, shocker, right? Yeah. No one ever believes that. They're like, you probably got hit every day.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Carla, how many times have you been punched this week?
0. I punch people every day of my life. I'm
Are
a
you like one of those rock and
chiropractor.
sock robots, but in real life?
I'm a chiropractor, yo.
That's right. You do be popping and
I'm
locking
like,
it.
They're like, oh, it hurts.
Scary.
Calm down.
I'm actually really afraid of the chiropractor.
Yeah, aren't you?
It's like Dancing with Danger right now.
I'm here.
Could you straighten?
Can I touch your neck real quick?
No, please God.
Could you straighten Thelonious out?
Oh my God. She straightened me to the grave.
He's perfect. I will never straighten her out.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
I even know. I know you want to crack my neck.
I
You wanna
do.
crack
I
my
really
spine.
do.
Oh my God. You'd be. Oh.
Let me just hug you real quick.
God,
No.
stop touching everyone.
He just
I
wanted
can
me
just
to
hear joints popping right now.
I'm afraid to see. I'm sorry. I really want to go see a chiropractor, but working in healthcare, I see like the bad, like once in a million things that everyone has. So I'm afraid to do like anything now.
So I want to tell you a story. The third leading cause of death in the world is or are medical errors. That means medication or any old advice that MDs or any nurses give you. Our malpractice insurance is like $50. So, like, poor guy over there. And in conclusion, we're very safe.
So you're gonna go see a chiropractor now? Did Carla convince you?
Well, I'm not working right now, so right now it's kind of a money thing.
Oh.
But sometime.
All right. Carla says she's got you.
No.
That's what that meant.
Lay down on the stage. We'll do a demonstration.
Have a tick. Okay, go on.
Okay.
I feel like I'm going back to Nam again. I'm traumatized.
Your neck looks tight. Like
It
you.
is tight. I was gonna say something else, but I'm gonna keep it.
Should we move on to letter number 4?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. My packet came apart.
Just like everything else in our lives.
Man, isn't that
At
the
the
truth?
end? Yeah. Where I thought it was going good. Okay. Letter number 4. Dear Abby, my wife is a crossword puzzle nut. That's the first thing she goes for in the newspaper, and heaven help anyone who bothers her while she is working a crossword puzzle. She has worked books of crossword puzzles and is always on the lookout for more. She even takes them to bed with her. If she gets slumped, her disposition is ruined. I can't even get a kiss from her until she's finished her crossword puzzle. How does a husband buck competition like this? Signed, 4-letter word meaning dope. Dear Abby's response. Dear dope. Only a big square would surrender to a lot of little squares. The 5-letter word that should give a woman a feeling of complete achievement, satisfaction, and pleasure is hubby.
I'm gonna pop in since it's quiet. Sorry, I'm like monopolizing the conversation, but anyway. So I feel like this is probably back when women couldn't work, and this chick needed a job to feel productive. That's kind of where I'm coming from.
I think you could be completely right, but I think that this lady did not like crossword puzzles until she got married to this dope, and she needed to find something that would stimulate her.
Can you imagine fighting with her? She has like the biggest vocabulary in the world. That would be impossible.
Yeah, it's given that the dick ain't good. That's why she got to busy herself.
Yeah,
she got to busy herself.
This letter reeks of that. Carla, how's your crossword puzzle skills?
They're great. And I think that we all have our little addictions, and she needs this. Okay? And if it keeps her at home, shut the hell up and let her do her freaking puzzle.
I mean, there could be worse things. She could be doing crack right now, but she's doing crossword puzzles.
Wild.
Right.
Divorce.
She could be like taking pills and drinking wine, but she's doing crossword puzzles. I think he's a little ungrateful too.
Yeah.
A little. She's like furthering herself, making herself smart or something.
Are men ever happy with women?
Yes.
No.
What?
What do you think?
No.
Oh, you said something that was like crappy, right?
What?
I'm kidding, Jesse.
I think it's his fault that she's obsessed with crossword puzzles.
Thank you, Jesse.
I think it's fine, but nobody here remembers the TV Guide crossword puzzles, right?
I do.
Oh, you do?
I used to do them when I was a kid.
Were you good at them? So.
I'm getting better.
Well, so we used to have this friend back when I was a tweaker, and like we would just get all spun out and like do crossword puzzles all night long, but this friend of mine was like horrible at crossword puzzles, right? So she would have like all these wrong answers, and then like at the end be like, "What's like a?" She'd be like, and it'd be like, "What's like a 3-letter word for fornication?" And we'd be like, sex. And she'd be like, "No, it has to start with a TW." We're like, "No, it doesn't." Like all her clues would just like lead like we'd be like, "No words start with QD." Like nothing. And then this was just like,
That woman wanted sex from you.
Was English her first language though?
Hers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
Damn.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
Double homicide.
And did you do the crossword puzzles in ink or in pencil?
Oh God, always in pencil, or I'm doing it digitally where I can just like erase my dumbass answer and put something else in.
The TV Guide crossword puzzle used to be the dopest thing in the world. I loved it, and it was so much fun. And I would try to do it in pen, but I never completed one.
Yeah, I wasn't good at
Thelonious,
those.
what's a TV Guide?
I used the TV Guide. I just didn't do the puzzles. I wasn't into that. I was only into the funnies.
You weren't a nerd like us.
Yeah, no. I was watching the movies. I just wasn't writing them down in the booklet.
Okay. All right. Carla, have you ever made a crossword puzzle?
I'm horribly bad at them. And I would be that person. I'm like, TSW.
Is that why you weren't laughing?
Chicken. I'm triggered. Because it's ironic that you were like, if he fucked her right, but then you're like, I love those puzzles. So I'm confused.
What advice would you give this person?
I said, give her a break. Jesus. Let her do her thing and get better, you know?
Do you think it would be ill-advised of him to say, let me help you with the crossword puzzle? Do you think?
No, get the hell out of here. Get out of here. That's her alone time.
What do you think, Thelonious?
I think if he wants his wife back, eat her pussy more. Yeah, eat her pussy
I didn't mean
more.
to tap you when she said that.
I'm just saying, this is, y'all wanted a real opinion, eat her pussy more. I bet you she won't do them crossword puzzles again. Throw those words away.
Did men do that in the 60s? They barely do it now.
I could see it happening, but it was like in secret because they didn't want to look like they're like some kind of simp or some
I
shit.
don't think that started till the 70s.
When people start
Maybe.
dropping acid, sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Somebody got the
they did it on
idea.
accident. They were just like upside down and didn't realize it.
No, because the Romans were eating pussy. Like,
Nerd.
yeah, they were out there doing.
Romans
naps
were
and-
eating little boys, so
Yeah, they were doing some wild
so
shit.
let's
so
take it
it's
back
been
with
around.
them, with the
them
Greeks
people
and
know. They were like, mama,
We've
munching in secret.
Evolved
Mhm.
into the American dream.
Yes.
Much more evolved.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went dark.
What a night.
I went dark.
Thank you so much. This is absolutely delightful.
Yes, thank you for inviting us. This is great.
You're very welcome.
I hope I get to come back again.
I was super excited because it was you.
We do
Sing
bring
it,
people
sing
back. We
it,
brought
sing
Carla
it.
back.
Yeah.
Because you didn't go to my show.
Wow.
This was a pity gift.
I heard nobody went to the
Pity.
Everyone loved it. Everyone loved it. I killed, actually. But I was happy because,
Yes.
and Nicole too.
Thank you.
So speaking of shows, Nicole, you doing anything?
I have this every month, the third Saturday of the month at 10:15 p.m. at Stab. I don't have any other regular shows here right now, but I write for Malevolent Dark. It's a horror website. I just had some entries in the top 100 horror movies they just put out literally like yesterday.
Nice.
Thank you. I've been talking about that job skills fair I'm working on forever, but I'm going to propose a budget to upper management for at UC Davis. And then after that, I'll get the job skills fair going. We're going to have people who can help you do resumes, answer interview questions, things like that. It'll be really good once they give me $20,000.
Yes.
And,
you
where,
can-
and where can we find
Get
you
the
on
bag.
social media?
I am on everything at Nicole is just okay.
Okay. Awesome. Thelonious, what do you got going on? This is your time to
tomorrow-
shine.
Okay, it's my time to shine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look that
Are
way.
you
The
guys
camera's right-
ready?
Look at the camera.
The camera. Okay. Tomorrow I have the Dress for Kill show. Loud for Amy Thompson show, and she put a girl on, so I can't wait to get. I think this was Amy's time to shine.
Is that the one in Reno?
No
yeah,
pressure,
at the
Amy.
Sacramento Punchline callback bar.
Callback bar.
7:00 tomorrow. This could be amazing. Then I also have a roast battle at Cobb's Comedy.
Who you battling?
Alicia Dillon. She's a San Jose.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, I don't know her either, but I got some roast for her.
All right.
Can we hear one?
No,
Okay.
no.
Can you roast me? Give me one roast.
Girl, you don't want that.
Nicole roasted me once. You want to know what she said?
What did she say?
She said I look like Danny Trejo with diabetes.
You know, actually, I beat Josh Means twice at a roast battle way back in the day in the 209.
Oh, okay.
Get
It's
this.
209. That's
at
where I'm from.
I was at a writing group one day with Nicole, and everyone was writing their jokes and everything and blah blah blah. And there was like probably 10 of us like in a room just like writing jokes. Everyone's getting along great, and then somehow like roasting came up in the conversation. And somebody was like, I have a roast notebook. And then other comics were like, oh, yeah, I keep a roast notebook, too. And then Nicole was like, I wrote roast on all of you while I've been here.
Damn. You know what? I be seeing people write roast for other people, and then I'm all like, you son of a bitch. Then I start writing roast for that person.
Yeah. And then we said, do it. And she just went around the room and destroyed everyone one by one.
Wow.
Like, I roasted an audience member, for God's sake. Although Jason Mraz is delightful, and he's cute, so don't, it's all good.
All right. Okay, Thelonious, where can they find you?
You guys can find me.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I did cut you off. What's your record in roast battles?
Okay, right now I am 4-3.
Ooh,
I think one is debatable though.
Who did you beat?
Okay.
Don't even remember them, huh?
Yeah, so many. I usually get triggered at the roast and then I just block it out like a bad memory. Will Alfers. Let's see, who else did I win against? I don't know. I can't remember.
All right.
I'm high. I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is what happens when you smoke weed. This is your brain on drugs.
All right. We're gonna move on to Carla. What do you got going on, Carla?
So tomorrow I'm going to a music showcase at the Liaison Lounge, and I have a guest spot. I'll do like the
Oh yeah.
Like in between. So it's like
intermission.
Yeah, there's gonna be like local rappers, and it's gonna be nice. Like I'm excited. And then on Tuesday I'm gonna go to Johnny's graduation class.
Woo.
So I'll be there.
Oh yeah.
Talking about stuff.
Carla's in Johnny Taylor's storytelling class. And where can they find you on the internet, on the social media?
Instagram, _female_Cairo with a K. Kairo. The female Cairo.
Can I shout out my Instagram? I feel like I didn't get a chance to.
I don't think you did. Yeah,
No.
sorry.
You guys can follow me at Thelonious Wild. Like Oscar Wilde, but Thelonious version.
Right on,
Wild.
right on. Let's see. I will be here tomorrow at 7:00 for the book report with Willie Travis and Graciela Hamilton.
Oh, Graciela. I roasted her.
Aw. Did you win?
No, she actually won. But I did call her a Roots Chia pet. So
Oh, jeez.
I know my ancestors were really upset.
Oh, that's the one where Kyrie roasted her
Yes.
like this brave little boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
It was fun.
So I'll be here tomorrow hosting the book report with the very talented Dana Bryant. Love Dana. She's great. The book report's a really cool show. We have tomorrow I don't think Willie has improv skills.
You're about to find out.
Yeah. So we bring an improviser and a comic, and they give a book report on one of their favorite books, and then they do an improv scene based on the book report. It's a lot of fun. And then on Tuesday, I will also be performing with Carla at Johnny Taylor's storytelling show. I have a story about a Tinder date. I was on a Tinder date once, you guys, and my date went to we're at dinner, and my date went to the bathroom, and while she was at the bathroom, they brought out our food, and I thought, let me text her to let her know that the food's here, right? And when I text her, like I realized, oh, her phone is right in front of me, and my name came up as Jesse Tinder Mexican asterisk. And I was like, what the fuck is the asterisk for? And I figured it out. So
it's because she had multiple Jessies in there.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Is it asterisk?
Asterisk being like Mexican, so I know that if white Jesse or black Jesse texts me, I know which one to answer at 2:45 a.m.
Okay. January 14th, I'll be recording a special at Punchline Sacramento. It'd be dope if you guys could go. And I'm sure I'm doing stuff between then and now. Now and then.
Yes, right?
besides getting high.
Time is irrelevant.
Yeah, and
It's relative.
You can find me on social media at JR2ill, and that's that. And our little buddy Amy Thompson here is hosting her show at Callback Bar tomorrow. Yeah, and I'll be here tomorrow. And I think tomorrow I'm hanging out for the open mic too, because I got to run that joke one more time.
What time's the open mic?
It starts at 8:30. It's like sign-ups are at 8.
Sign-ups at 8. Show starts at 8:30 every Sunday and Thursday here at Stab. Open mic.
You hosted it last week, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to come.
And I think I got a Thursday coming up in another week or so.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming out. You guys get to keep these letters.
Woo!
Yeah, you get to
Thank
keep them.
you.
And
I'm gonna date them.
we're here every third Saturday, guys. Thank you very much for coming out. Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you so much
for letting us do this.
Thank you guys for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Alrighty, that is it for Dear Abby WTF, and that is it for us for the night. I know, it's been a full night. Thanks for hanging out with us. We will be back here at 7 o'clock for the book report, followed by the open mic, as they all said. You know what? Just check out stabcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events. We're here live in person Thursdays through Sundays, and we stream everything we do 6 nights a week. So hope to see you back here tomorrow. Have a good night online. Have a good night in person. See you soon.